2.
I go watch that bitch 100 times.
We record?
Yeah, we recording. But I was gonna say too, man. I got high expectations, right, for my artists, for the ones that I like, and I'm always waiting for like certain albums and certain like mixtapes and certain songs. YG, homie, you disappointed me, bro.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't like it, man.
Really?
I'm disappointed.
Nah, I was like disappointed too. I wanted more of that gangster shit.
See, that's what I wanted too. So like, especially like West Coast artists.
Yeah.
Like,
Not even to say gangster shit. I just wanted that West Coast sound.
yeah. So like,
what y'all wanted? The sound from album 1 or 2? Or
I don't
both?
want the sound from album 1 or album 2. I wanted something that sounded like you progressed in some form of fashion. I didn't get that at all.
Okay.
And the song choice and the shit was just trash, bro.
Yeah.
Overall, I seen LeBron, bro, on IG trying to turn up to it.
He did that.
And you can see the strain in his eyes of him trying to he was forcing himself. That's what he was doing. And that's probably his homie, Like, honestly, and it just... Anyway, man. I mean...
But whatever Jeezy said to him, it worked.
It did.
As far as what?
Whatever Jeezy told him, it worked. Like, helped him with music.
Yeah.
Jeezy told him some shit, but after that, YG shit just went somewhat totally bigger.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you got any favorites at least?
No. I mean,
Come on, that Bulletproof with J305. You got that Suwoo. That's about it. That's I only fuck with 2.
I tried to turn up to it. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie. I was in the gym. I tried to turn up to it, and
Man.
I couldn't do it, man. I just went back to that money bag. But anyway, man, let's talk about Astroworld.
Ooh.
I think Astroworld,
God.
in my opinion, had the best production
Yes.
so far this year. I mean, what I'm looking for from Travis Scott, I'm not looking for lyrics.
Fuck no.
He's a lyricist,
But
though.
but he
He's
can.
Yeah. The last song,
Coffee Bean.
yeah, Coffee Beans, he spazzed. He was rapping his ass off on there.
Yeah.
But overall, I wish I would want to see more from him later on down the road as he gets older. But right now, bro, I want to turn up. You know what I'm saying? I want to drive down the street and feel like I'm on an LSD or something while I'm bumping your music. And that's what he gave me, I think, on Astroworld.
Yeah, true.
And I mean, overall, I give it about an 8.5. I think, as far a project, which I know is pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, what y'all think, man? I mean,
I'm giving it a 9, my guy.
Yeah, I'm trying to say you
My
wouldn't
9.
You wouldn't give it a 9?
Facts, just off the fact that motherfucker had a whole lot of. It was genius.
It was A1. It was A1, definitely.
Yeah, I
Like,
gave
that's
it
what I look for from Travis. That production, his production
Yeah.
is phenomenal, bro.
Yeah, like you could tell he was putting in work with this. Like him and his team, you could tell they was really putting in work.
And the fact that he.
Damn. Fuck.
What? You trying to think of the tops?
No, I'm trying to
What
fucking hell.
what was your favorite song off of it?
Shit, I got a couple. I'm gonna say that's my guy. I gotta go with Stargazing, Sicko Mode,
Yeah.
Stop Trying to Be God.
Okay.
That's my shit. I fuck with that message. The video was low key hard. Fucking Wake Up, 5% Tint, NC-17, Yosemite, Who What.
Okay.
That shit was crazy. Like,
I can
and the
vibe with
thing
that.
I fuck with what Travis did on this shit, the beats was so fucking simple that he made it complex. That's what really made it stand out to me. And what I mean by that is, it's just like, if you think, listen to Southside.
Mike Dean.
Mike Dean? What about
Mike
him?
Dean behind that shit.
Yeah.
Mike
Oh,
Dean, Kanye, he started out with UGK.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Dean.
He worked on here on his album. I haven't looked at the credits, so
I didn't even have to look at the credits. No, Mike Dean was on them shit. That all worked with Mike Dean.
yeah.
Anybody good music, Mike Dean or something.
Facts. That shit is
I mean, of course, I vibe with probably about more than half the track that I can just play over and over again. Y'all know I'm biased, man.
How you feel about the features?
No, the features was A1.
I like the fact that he didn't show features on the feature list.
Yeah.
That
On the
was-
list, on the track
Yeah.
list.
The
The Drake
song?
feature caught me on guard.
Who had 21 Savage on there?
NC-17.
NC-17.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That was 21 Savage's hardest song.
Yeah, that was. I think that was.
Agree.
That was probably my second favorite verse from him.
Yeah. Well, what was the first?
What's the first?
The one from Post Malone.
Oh, Rockstar.
Rockstar. Yeah.
Really over NC? I can't.
Yeah. I mean, it was just. I don't know. Just being in the club, and you listening to that, or being in the car.
NC-17 in the club yet?
I haven't bumped NC. I'm trying to stay away from club right now. I keep getting in trouble, but when I listen to it in the club, like when I listen to it in the car right now, it's A1. When I hear it in the club, it's probably gonna be on another level.
Mm-hmm.
On another level. I think Travis did his thing. Like he didn't disappoint us.
Nah.
For how long we've been waiting? How long we've been waiting?
Shit.
Like,
He had 3 different release dates.
2 years.
2 years.
Since
2 years. 'Cause
2016?
Yeah. But if y'all count Hot Show Jack, that's about a year then.
Yeah,
That- we ain't
that
counting
went
that.
in just to
We not
the
counting
way
that?
I-
We not counting. But they was working on that for a while, but we not counting it.
Do that in, some people would be pissed off that it was taking longer.
So yeah, I might bump it up. Before the end of the summer, I'm probably gonna bump it up to a 9, honestly, because it's 8.5 right now. I only listened to it twice.
Okay. I feel
But of course, I got my niece in the car. Every time she gets in the car, she wants to play like 4 or 5 songs from there. Of course, one of them sicko mode.
yeah.
And oh my God, my boy, he putting on for Memphis, man. Take Keith, bruh.
Yeah.
Keep doing your thing, homie.
Yeah.
Like that. When you first hear like the first beat switch up, when you first heard Astroworld, I just jerked. I don't know what it was. It was just something to me. It was like my spirit jumped up. I was like, oh yeah, like this finna be it. Like it just caught you off guard, and it was just. I think we needed that though. I think I give him. He's up there top 10 this year.
So
That's-
overall,
As
do you
what?
think it's better than Scorpion?
That's another discussion.
Oh,
We'll come
man,
back
don't
to
get him
that.
started.
Yeah, don't get me.
Don't get him
Yeah, don't get
No,
them started on that.
because I think you can't really compare the two. I think because it's like 2 different lanes almost.
But I feel like
But it's
everybody
under the
been
same
like
genre
making like
of
double
music.
albums this year though. You feel?
Yeah.
Like, so it's just everybody goes about it a little like differently. Like some people
I-
go by about.
I'm gonna
like,
give
just
production.
having 2 sides to their song as opposed to some people like Drake. He got like a double-sided like CD.
Right.
But
Yeah.
at the same time, like with Travis and his beat switches, as well as like Wiz Khalifa with their rolling papers too, bro. I felt like that was kind of slept on as well. Like.
Oh, he got to get on the podcast.
Come on. Man.
You might as well.
Yeah, you might need a chair, bro. Come on. Let's pause. We all hop back. Yeah, we can hop back. All right. Yeah.
That's where you put the technical difficulty bleep.
Yeah. All right, we back. So we need to just add somebody in. He was
He showed his expertise.
yeah. So what was you saying, bro? As far as when it came, I know you was speaking about the Khalifa.
Yeah.
So what was you saying? Because honestly, I didn't really like it.
Really?
I didn't hold it to a high regard.
I feel like because it's like at a slower pace and like a slower melody, like Wiz's shit always is, people just like slept on it because people are more looking to like turn up than like, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. And with Drake, like even though his was kind of like a slower pace, that's Drake.
Right.
So you gonna listen to it no matter what because of
Yeah.
the name. You feel me? Like Wiz ain't on that Drake level yet. So like with his stuff, it's a little iffy, but I do feel like it was still one of the best like albums this year.
Yeah.
Like on some real shit, like it got slept on so much because like the beat changes were phenomenal in my opinion, and like some of the songs that he did, bro, was like like that Mr.
Yeah.
Williams.
Yeah.
That shit was cold.
You been a Wiz fan for a long time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
mess with bro.
He did that strategically too.
Yeah,
he was
he
like,
did
that's
that
why,
very good.
why he made this shit so long. He was like, everybody doing it like the attention span shit. He
That's
wanted
what I
to
was
slow
saying.
that shit down
That's
and
what I
like
was
give
talking
people
about,
like.
like,
That's why he
doing
ain't make like a 6-song
double-sided
album.
or
Yeah.
album. So instead of him
That's
doing like a
that's why I was
double
surprised
album,
about Trippy shit too.
you
Like 14
had beat
songs?
change.
Exactly.
Wait, you said how long was Trippy's?
14 songs.
Yeah, like 14.
So I ain't never listened to Trippy like that.
I didn't either to this.
But
Y'all sleep.
But how was it though?
I heard
overall?
some shit, but I was like, I gave it a chance, but I was like, yo, I like the rapping shit. But I liked his beat shit too. I was like, okay, he have an ear for beats and
Yeah,
shit
he got
too.
real good ear for that.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, since this is like the first debut album, I knew it was gonna be some good shit. So I looked at it, I was like, okay. And it also sounded like he was gonna talk about some shit. And I
Right.
just know regular shit. That's why I fuck with
But
that
like
shit.
my homie say, like he did put out a lot of that stuff before the album. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of feel like that took
Yeah.
away from because you already expected it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like that Oomp's Revenge that
Damo.
came out beforehand. That My Idols, he spit that as a freestyle.
Thousands of
shit.
times.
Yeah, I did like the beats with it. Like the way it went to the like, I was like, I heard the beat, I was like, okay,
Yeah,
that fucked me up right there.
that shit was.
Then I heard that shit, and it's like, okay, I can definitely hear like. That's why I was saying. When I listened to myself, I was like, yo, if you're not giving Wayne credit for shit,
Definitely
like,
Trippie Redd.
like every artist coming out has been influenced by Wayne.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Gucci, you can't forget.
I'm not gonna say every artist has been influenced by Gucci.
The way they put
I'm not
music,
saying every artist has been influenced. Like
the way they
there's
make it.
di- okay.
Think
Well,
about
I'm
it like
saying-
this.
I said Gucci is good, but
Yeah.
I'm saying like how I'm saying Wayne. Like,
Yeah,
over the board.
that's
like
facts.
different genres of music. Not many
I
people
think
being
everybody got like
influenced.
their
by,
melodic flow from Wayne.
But
You
they got
feel
their
me?
work ethic from Gucci.
I got my work here from Wayne.
So what?
I feel.
All right, before
I was thinking about that shit too. I was going about this shit like
it's
we gonna go off topic, so we just gonna hold that.
Yeah.
We just hold that. All right,
So
you
what's-
gonna do a topic.
so what y'all think about? Let's go to the next album. Astroworld. It's probably gonna be a 9 for me by the end.
They gonna certify that classic in a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit
Yeah.
deserves a Grammy.
Yeah.
A Grammy. don't do my boy like you did YG.
Oh no, he definitely going platinum.
First
Bro,
album, YG
YG,
deserves
like,
a Grammy.
Was trash though, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh, which one?
YG? I didn't mess with that one, bro. Like
The first one?
like the new album. They
Yeah,
just
the new
dropped?
album.
I
The new
didn't
album
like
trash.
that,
Like I
bro.
said,
Like the best West Coast album this year, hands down, is
J-Rock.
fucking Nipsey Hussle's
That,
Victory
hey,
Lap.
that's who he said. That's the album of the year.
Victory Lap
He-
was the.
That's the album
Nah, they
of the
slept
year.
on him. They not trying to give him shit for that.
Bro.
Well, no, I agree. But I mean, that's just how the
And
industry.
Just
even
because-
he had
you
some
know.
nasty
It's-
beat
it's
changes
like-
in that.
Yeah, that shit. Like I was listening to like the mix and like the sonics of that shit. And I was
Yeah.
like, yo. But my favorite too, like Nipsey Hussle,
Yeah,
J-Rock.
and J Rock, yeah, Nipsey, J Rock, Travis came with it. Hold on before we keep jumping ahead. What do y'all think about? I don't know if she's still the reigning queen.
Reigning Queen, Nicki Minaj. Period. Period.
Well, I mean, honestly, it's not this. Okay, but let's go into it. So, I liked it. I didn't like it better than Cardi's.
Crazy.
So hold on. Let me
Crazy.
explain. There wasn't a real flow for me. I wasn't able to just go from. It wasn't like a jaw-dropping album, and I expect.
Cardi's wasn't-
I agree.
I expect so much from Nicki.
Facts.
I expect so much from Nicki. I expected when you name this album Queen, that means I want to hear an album that says that, hey, I belong on this throne.
I heard that.
There's no.
She said that throughout the whole thing.
Right.
She said that throughout the
But
whole
like-
The only
But-
thing
but
is,
no,
though,
no,
I didn't
I'm talking about-
expect some off the wall. I expected her to come and deliver a quality, full song project.
I expected the classic.
I think
I
she
did
catered
too.
more to her core fans on this.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Y'all
ain't
also
talking about
coming
this.
from a guy's
Yeah, true.
perspective.
True.
Sorry.
I mean, true. Honestly, we are.
So,
Pink Print number 2. Go ahead, my bad.
Cardi B's wasn't as good as Nicki's because she doesn't have a hit.
You might need another mic.
Mm.
I mean, but
Might need another
so hold up.
mic.
So
Yeah.
it for me, Cardi's album was more fun. It was more.
It was all the same.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
It was more fun, and it did steer toward the mainstream audience. But Cardi has a multitude of songs that you can play in a club and at a concert, and they can keep it going.
But
That's
that's
true.
because she
Nicki,
messes with
look at the
Offset,
audience
bro.
too.
Like,
Nicki
I wouldn't
has
say
the
necessarily.
You know what I'm
stadium.
saying? We gotta continuously keep in the fact that like she is with the Migos.
But she was
Oh, I
doing
agree.
that before she met the Migos, though, at the same time.
But
That's
the
her
It wasn't
lane.
something
like-
different when she got with Migos.
It really did become something different when she got with Offset, bro. Like
Yeah.
honestly, like, do you think she would be popping the way she was
Yes.
without Offset?
Yes.
No.
Really?
No.
Did y'all? She had them Grammy for what she
For
got before
Bodak
she-
Yellow, but
yeah.
okay.
She was still talking
well,
about
hold
Offset
on.
during that time though.
Do you know what I'm
Well, hold
saying?
on.
Like,
Hold on.
And then you got to look at it. She had Love and Hip Hop too. She was like the face of Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, that's true.
You gotta
Um,
look at Nicki. Nicki didn't come out doing reality
No,
TV.
none of
shows.
that,
bro.
I
Like,
think Nicki
she
was just
legit was
hard
bars.
work and good
So-
songs.
so I
like
still-
bars.
Album, she didn't need us like to strip
Yeah.
her clothes and dance on a
Yeah, I
pole.
still
She didn't
think
do that.
so. I still think Nicki's the queen. At the end of the day, I think because if you look at the culture of women's hip hop right now, the women in hip hop, they all fall under Nicki.
Yeah.
If you look at the fashion, if you look at the flows, and you look at the way they approach certain things, they all resemble Nicki.
Right.
And
some
I think
form.
that's what she was like clarifying with this
Yeah,
album.
and I heard
Yeah.
that on the album. She did say that. And then she did kind of throw some shots at Cardi throughout too. That you heard, basically saying, I can't remember the exact lyrics, but I think she said something
About that whole stripping on the
Yeah,
pole.
the stripping on the pole.
I heard that because I think Cardi was talking about Nicki too on the song she got with Boat and what's the Black Boy
Offset?
JB.
Oh yeah.
But my Barbie Dreams I thought was
Hard.
it's top 5 because and she
Hip-hop.
did yeah she went back and she paid homage to hip hop.
Yeah, she
what she
did.
did with that song.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that as a lover of hip hop, but y'all don't see nothing wrong with it. And everybody took it the wrong way, but for me, I thought she went the almost the because 50 did the same thing too when he was coming up.
Yeah.
50 did the How to Rob.
The
Whatever.
same thing
And
as a
every-
control verse.
yeah, and everybody was just like, "Oh shit, he talking about no, nigga, it's a
Competitive sport.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
it."
that literally
And that's what
was
she's
just her
doing.
version
And
of the
everybody
control.
that she named on there, we
She
saw
fuck
in the
with.
past. Yeah, she's cool with.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
She said everybody and she named on the project. She fuck.
Yeah.
I mean on that song she fucked with.
Yep.
But I'm giving like one reason why I'm saying I give Nicki Queen regardless. No other female artist has done what Nicki Minaj done, and I don't think
That's true.
it'll be another one that could do it like she does it.
No.
That's why I'm
It's
saying
completely
Cardi
true.
album. It was a fun album, but it was a lot of repeating the same stuff on there, and all the songs sounded similar as in today. Nicki came and she came and she gave you something that you'll be able to listen to completely. Multiple songs on the project you can listen to for a longevity of time.
I
Cardi's,
honestly just think
you
that-
can't.
No, continue. I'm sorry, boss. Go ahead.
No, I was saying this Cardi, you there's like the hits off the project. Are you that you only that they're only playing today? Nicki's you gonna be able to listen to that from now until a long ass time.
Yeah,
See-
I agree with you on that.
See
one,
on this
boss.
on this project, I see Barbie Dreams that I'll be able to go back and play. I see Hard White. Thought I Knew You with The Weeknd.
The Weeknd been working, by the way.
Rich Texas, it's not a top form Nicki and Wayne song.
Coming from
It's
a
not.
girl listening to Nicki, right?
Yeah.
Difference between her and Cardi. Nicki comes at the game like she's a male. Nicki comes after people like dudes come after bitches in songs. That's why Nicki's
But she
so
shouldn't
hard.
ha-
Nobody else
Nicki
does
shouldn't have to do that though.
No, but that's
Look
why
him-
she's hard. Like she
Yeah.
just chooses to come across that way. Like,
Yeah.
That's why I think it's cool because like guys are just like, why is this bitch coming after all these dudes? Whether she's cool with them or not.
Yeah.
How many guys have you seen like rap about stupid bitches that take shit out of their house?
True.
Like that's why
Ah,
she's
it's
hard.
been right.
But look
You
at
stumped
that-
me there.
That's
You stumped me
You're
there.
right. You're right.
That's how
Yeah.
Nicki do that. I haven't heard Cardi come at the
No,
niggas.
yeah.
She came at the females a lot. I haven't heard
Yeah,
Cardi
bro.
go
I mean,
for
you
a
go-
male
you
yet.
go
I
always-
just like the originality with Nicki, yo. Like she has always been her own person, as
Yeah.
opposed to like with Cardi. I can literally hear that you fuck
Oh.
with the Migos.
I say that to them all the time. Like
Yeah.
you can hear
That's why
different
I was
people
like-
who write for Cardi,
You know what
and you
I'm
can
saying?
tell that in a certain verses that's not her.
Yeah.
But with Nicki, it's original,
Yeah.
and she just fits the pockets
Right.
of the songs perfectly. Like I always say that, but I still feel like
That's what I'm saying.
She-
If you're not writing your own shit, you're not getting no king or queen title.
I mean, Nicki didn't write all
if
of
you're
her
not
shit.
writing,
There's- yeah.
I'm
Nicki didn't
saying-
write all of her shit.
But you can tell, you can see
'Cause
Nicki's
Lil'
work
Kim
ethic
didn't
and what
write
she
it,
did.
so-
Right.
I know you know that.
True.
I never gave
But
Lil
like
Kim
she does
the
make
queen.
like whatever
One
it
time I
is
passed.
her own. You feel me? And like Cardi has not got to that level of like making everything her own. Like we just said, like you can tell that she fuck with the Migos.
I mean, she made.
With some of her, especially with like songs like Bodak Yellow, bro, or what's that one, that Motorsport, bro. You
See,
can
but-
tell she
Yeah,
messed
yeah.
with the
Bodak Yellow
Migos.
was a Kodak flow, so that wasn't even her own flow. on
That's
that.
Kodak completely.
Yeah, it was a Kodak flow.
And then on the whatchamacallit, I heard ASAP all do that shit. I was like, come on, just like, and then you gotta click it. That's what I don't like about the claiming the king and queen, how they doing 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
And well, they claim king of New York. They're not claiming king of the game.
Yeah.
But still, you can't come out and claim over Nicki Minaj. Period.
Facts.
Like the work put in.
Well, I feel like
The
if you,
fan base,
I feel like
effort.
if you put yourself in that position, right? If you say you're at the top, you can always have a challenge, no matter what.
I mean, I
not-
get that. I mean,
yeah,
get
yeah,
that from a competitive standpoint.
Yeah.
But like, fact at the end of the day, the amount of work Nicki did compared to what Cardi is doing, it's like you can't compare it.
yeah.
Yeah, you right.
So
Cause I don't think Nicki came out the gate at fucking who fucking
I mean,
Kim
honestly,
neck.
bro,
She ain't come out at
no
Foxy
matter
neck or
what,
nothing like
Nicki's
that.
going
Yeah.
platinum.
Yeah,
You know
always.
that.
Yeah,
You know
she's
what I'm
gonna
saying?
sell.
No matter what,
Entitled.
she's
She gonna sell them-
We can't say the same thing about Cardi B yet. We can't say that like if she drops.
You ain't heard the
she
second
gon'
album. I ain't
go
heard
platinum.
shit yet.
Yeah.
She's a mold. She's not.
Yeah, I mean, if
Cardi B's a mold to other people.
yeah, the,
She's not like her own person. She's
Yeah.
literally 5 other male artists put into a chick.
Oh.
that's
We need another
interesting.
I mean,
mic.
on some real shit. Like, what has she done that's made her original to set her across from like anybody else? You guys literally just sat here and said y'all can hear other like
Oh, yeah.
flow in her shit.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think she's a mold. I don't think she will ever be on a Nicki level.
You right?
We gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see.
I don't know. I think.
I mean, I'm not saying she's gonna sell out arenas like Nicki, or she's gonna do a song with Beyonce like Nicki, or she's
But
gonna
She
just
look
I
have.
understand, but I think she gonna flop, and I think somebody else is gonna come up.
That's-
and, like,
Said that.
try to
But
sound
that's a-
Nicki
yeah, because it's
there's
a-
other women
Cause
that
look,
are
Oh, yeah.
look at the people. It's like when you have a 6ix9ine, you have to have. He brings clout around his name to control his music, his marketing.
Facts.
Yeah.
Cardi, she brings is clout around Cardi's name.
Yeah.
To help with that music.
I mean, yeah,
Nicki
'cause-
didn't need a clout. She come back from not
Wayne-
being
I mean,
heard, period.
so is Wayne
Yeah.
is Wayne not a club?
It's not even
No.
valid anymore. To her
Ah.
being signed to Wayne.
Back then
That's
though.
a good
Back then
question.
though, when she first came up.
Okay, that's
he
a
right.
different thing, but that's
You
totally
are
different.
right, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
different,
Yeah.
but it's the same thing, but it's different because that's like.
Well,
pure
Nicki was already
coming
out there
as
too,
an artist.
though.
Yeah, because she was already popular.
Yeah.
She already an artist versus coming out.
Well,
Loving
we
hip-hop.
can't
'Cause you wasn't
forget about
being-
the stuff that she did when she was with Gucci though, bro. Like
Who?
she was.
Oh
snapping
yeah,
that
yeah, she
thing,
was
you feel
already.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like with that,
Yeah.
what was that slumber party? She went
Yeah.
crazy.
Because
That wasn't.
look at this
They
too.
said that
Yeah.
wasn't on
She
Slum
didn't
Party.
come. Cardi didn't become popular
it?
till.
Yeah, that was
Wait,
that was
what?
Nicki. On
That's
that,
what-
welcome
that's
to
what-
my private party mode, and yeah,
Okay.
that was Nicki.
And then look at this too. She came out rapping
Yeah, it was.
with
My
music.
bad. That was another song I was talking about
Right.
when it
Nicki
was
came out
a
rapping
girl
with
Gucci.
music
We'll go back.
and popping off music. You saw Cardi. You heard some of her music slightly, but you saw Cardi loving hip hop.
Yeah, you right.
Not taking away from shit, but you saw Cardi loving hip hop, a mainstream platform with everybody watching, and then she brought music along with it. Not saying she wasn't doing music first, but the difference Nicki came out with music.
Yeah.
Well, and
She
that-
didn't go to.
Different,
this-
like,
this-
Cardi
this-
B's fan base before Love and Hip Hop, because I've known about Cardi B since I was like in 8th grade, because she used to post like these hilarious like vines and Twitter and Snapchat
Yeah,
videos
I remember
of her
that.
like talking about how she fucking other
Yeah.
like,
I mean, that's how she got
and
to the
all
top.
this shit, like, I'm a stripper.
Or,
all this
help-
shit.
that's how she got
got
into the
that
game.
before Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
Like, this bitch is a social media star.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what she is.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
That's a
agree.
different level of thing right there.
Yeah, I agree. So let's go into this J. Cole freestyle. Actually, hold on. Well, yeah, let's go to the J. Cole freestyle. What did y'all think?
Jay
I like
Swizzle.
I liked it honestly.
I thought I
fuck
wanted
with
some more though.
So
Really?
I didn't want not more like I knew he because it's like a rap. I get that from him. I wanted more songs, but I know he coming with the project of little project before the album come out.
Yeah.
So
I wanted a different
I'm
beat.
expecting it.
So I mean, it
I'm not
sounds
saying
like
it's gonna be some.
it sounds like yeah, it sounds like he
Wayne
coming with
mixtape.
like a mixtape of
Yeah, just freestyle. He gonna do like cause that's why Wayne do mixtapes and he use different people beats, that type shit. I think he's gonna be some shit like that. He gonna rap, of course, but I see it's just some shit to give you.
I feel like he could have chosen another beat.
Facts, bro. That
I
was.
think he was going
It-
complete. I think
listen,
he was going completely hip hop with this shit.
He was, but
Yeah.
he could have chose. That man is the king of making hip hop beats, in my opinion, for this generation. And
did
I
he
feel
choose?
like,
What beat did he choose?
he chose that.
Uchiwala.
Yeah, that shit was corny. I'm sorry. That was off of that.
I mean,
what was that?
I don't even man.
Flex. That's what he did. He chose
Yeah.
that beat.
Nah.
That Flex beat.
I mean, I feel like it was cool overall.
Yeah.
It wasn't like A1, but it was still cool, and I'm ready to see more from him.
He's playing his role. Like I'm listening to it, the projects, the thing. He's like keeping the shit alive.
He is.
So it's
But I got a question. Do y'all think he's making it easy to digest?
What you mean?
Yeah.
Watering
that's
it
the
down?
conversation that we literally had on the way over.
Yeah, I've been trying to tell him. Now listen, is J. Cole spitting the same way he did when he came up? Answer that.
He's not okay. What I'm saying, what we talking about KOD and shit like this?
Yes.
He gonna go back to that. I think this is marketing for him.
That's what I was saying.
Because
He's trying to
he's
make-
like because it's the everything. That's why they said fuck J. Cole. J. Cole has never been the type of to follow another nigga trend. But what he's doing is okay. I'm a rap on the same beat and tempo as y'all niggas doing, but my shit is gonna be still tip top rap.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's what he's always done, though, bro. Like, even going back to the first J. Cole project, and that's what I said. I was like, bro, like, that's J. Cole changed with the times, bro. His beats and everything changed with the times.
Right.
To be more specific. Like, his
Exactly.
beats and everything changed with the time. But, like, his flow, the way that he raps, him talking about, like, subjects that are, like, relevant, that
Right.
doesn't change at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just something that he's always done.
But his
That's why I was-
delivery is gonna change. That's what I was saying.
But with me saying
Has
like it's
changed.
not easy to digest, I feel like if it was easy to digest, bro, everybody wouldn't be saying like "fuck J. Cole."
Yeah, it's not
bruh.
easy to digest.
You know what I'm saying? Like people wouldn't be at Smoke Perp concert screaming
So,
"fuck J. Cole," bro. Like,
ATM after he dropped KOD, nobody was on his dick. Everybody was on his
He
dick.
did that on. That's what I'm saying. He did that on
But
purpose. I don't think
Exactly.
It's
That's
not
what I-
easy
that's
to
what I'm
digest.
trying
He
to
just
explain.
But
using.
that's what I'm
I
saying.
think he just using the flow of these niggas and it's
Exactly.
still working.
Made
But
it
it was like
easy
a
to
negative.
digest.
It was like
That
a
don't mean it
negative
was easy to
positive thing,
digest.
You feel me? Like literally, you
So-
got people that like listen to rap for like lyrics and
Yes.
content and everything. Like everybody sitting right here, bro. As opposed to like people that are listening just for like the turn up.
Exactly.
The people,
And that's
like
what he
the
did it
younger
for.
people that were listening to it for the turn up, them the ones that sitting there going fuck J. Cole. So them the ones that he was trying to get the message across to.
He
But
did that
it
on
was not
purpose.
easy to digest for them.
Yeah,
'cause they
it wasn't
didn't
that
wanna hear
because niggas still don't understand that shit.
But
why
they
I fuck
still
with the,
bumping
the-
that shit.
They still bumping that shit, but I'm not saying it's easy to digest. It's like it's substance there, so it's not
Mm-hmm.
easy to digest. But what I'm saying is like, I got what he was doing. He's giving it to these niggas
Yep.
that's not hip hop heads, that's not this, and he's giving it to them on some shit that they will listen to, which why he does the different productions.
Exactly, which was genius because he was talking from a conscious level,
And that's
but
why
giving
you
it
got
as
the
a
come here, little man, let me talk to you. And then he did the interview and said, okay, I'm going to prove, I'm going to do what I said I was going. I'm sitting here and we doing the interview.
Yep.
Yeah.
So come here, little man, let me talk to you. I proved my point. And then he's bringing it back, the fall off, and he's doing this
That's my
shit.
point.
Yeah.
That's my point.
So it's marketing and genius. That's why I was like, eventually I'm going to give this nigga GOAT status.
That's crazy.
Ooh.
That's not crazy. Like, I'm not saying you
No,
crazy.
no, 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 no.
But I'm
I
saying
don't
like
think that's crazy at all. But
no,
like,
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it in a bad way.
Because
But
like,
I'm
what I'm
saying it's
saying
like-
is like,
Because he's smart.
Look
It's
at-
Yeah,
because he tricked all those kids into listening to him dissing their lifestyle.
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
I was like,
He
yo,
just tricked them into listening to his music so he could be like, fuck y'all, get off your shit.
and then this nigga
but
going
that's
tour.
what he's always
Thug.
done, though.
But he didn't do it like this. That's what
I think
saying
a
the
little
whole
bit
time.
of that, what he's trying to say, I think he did that a little bit for Forest Hills Drive.
That's exactly
For Forest
what
Hills
I
Drive,
was
because
saying,
you look,
bro.
at first, that's why you got the nigga grew his hairs out in the switch. Because at first he was trying to have that mainstream hip hop image. That's why he wearing the chain.
Yeah.
And that's why he made the song like Let Nas Down and shit like that.
Right.
It's like, okay, obviously. And then he made the shit about Wale, like, you gotta see, like, you got people that actually look at you for the real shit you do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's why you got shit like that. And then you got the crooked mouth. I'm not gonna fix my crooked teeth.
Yeah.
To show that I'm on now. So you always get that, and then that's why I was like 24, like Forest Hill Drive. I was listening, I was like, this seems so mainstream. Didn't seem like J. Cole a little bit to me.
Or like that, what was that, that Hands in A Tale of
Oh,
Two
yeah.
Cities,
Yeah,
bro?
yeah.
That shit
Yeah.
was hard.
Come on, man.
Then I was
That
like,
shit
listen, I was like,
definitely
he's
like
changing.
that.
I was like, that's why I was like, I fuck with the For Your Eyes Only. I was like, okay, this is.
Yeah,
this
see,
is
now
what
he
we
did
need
that
right
for his
here.
homies too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't
I was
care
like,
what nobody
this is
said.
what,
No.
but I saw like what he's doing with like after like that, that KOD was, he was he was slick making fun of these niggas lifestyle, like the druggy head, drug type niggas
Yeah.
like that lifestyle. But he's keeping his sane, whatchamacallit.
Yes.
All right.
But
So
then I'm just saying it was easy to digest because I think still some of the niggas got it. But he,
I mean,
like,
no. What I meant
They
by
don't
that
get
is
it, bro.
it was easy. What I mean by easy to digest is okay. I don't understand it, but I can still rock to it, and that's what everybody did with KOD.
Okay, yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
I mean by
Yeah,
easy to digest.
Because it was popping, because it came out, he was still
Okay.
rapping, but it was like hits on that bitch. But it wasn't too mainstream, it wasn't too hip hop. It was like the perfect balance, and I think that's what he was going for.
and that's what
And
him
it-
and Kendrick doing.
Yeah, and that just like it went to the thing. But why I said eventually I'm gonna get this nigga ghost status, I'm like listening to every project, every song. I was like, yo, this nigga's like really a fucking like
Yeah,
hip hop.
animal,
Like,
yo.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
like
I mean,
bars.
he's
Like
strictly
bars.
hip-hop. So-
versus like when I heard like Kendrick, I give it to Kendrick too, but I'm like listening. Kendrick was doing it for he's proven that he can like a conscious nigga can go mainstream and get these records and shit like that. Kendrick has always had music.
Yep.
Cole is just, I don't think nigga, it's just like certain shit that niggas don't like that they don't pick up on why he don't. And I don't think he's trying to reach that level. I think he's just trying to keep it like a low key nigga. He's a low key nigga.
I mean, I know a lot of people I know. They just say it. They think he's boring, but that's another subject. And we can
that's
talk
the
about
niggas
that
that like to
another
turn
day. So are we ever going to get? I mean, this is a side subject. Are we ever going to get a Kendrick and J. Cole collab
No.
project?
Yeah,
No.
I think so.
I don't.
But I don't think
so,
they're
bro.
gonna give it to you
They
right
too
now.
big-headed.
Everybody,
Nah,
no.
not at all.
I don't think they're too big. It's just like they focus on different missions right now.
I mean, honestly, they already said it, didn't they? On when they rapped on each other beats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
already
'cause we-
told
that's
you,
what we
like,
thought.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
come on now, y'all can't like.
But I think
handle
that's
this,
marketing,
bro,
though.
because like ain't no. I don't think like
That would be a good idea.
I don't think people would fuck with it, bro.
I think-
Because like they're gonna be on legit some lyrical shit that's gonna go over a lot of people.
I think it's for the
heads.
core fans though.
But not just
I would
they
wanna
have
hear-
different
I would,
styles.
too.
It's like J. Cole, like his whole career, like you said, like he basically rides the wave to get people to listen to him, right? And Kendrick just going like, I'm the best lyrically, this why you gonna listen to me. So like I think like the collab would be hard because Kendrick's not on that like that mainstream wave shit.
He is.
People even
Whoa.
said in
No.
1985.
I'm not saying like J. Cole's like he's like riding the wave because I think just for this KOD project, he took the sound that people wanted. That he said, what he did was, if J. Cole rapped, like everybody says, if J. Cole rapped on these type beats, he would get played.
I mean,
He
but
did that
even
and
said
perfected
in
that.
1985, he's not looking for the new wave because
Yeah.
said, I'm looking for a new wave, but never mind, that was just segue. So like, I honestly think that he's just riding the wave to like get people to listen to him.
I think that was like when he said that he's searching for like the new shit. Like he's looking to see, okay, this is not where the state of the game is going to end up. That's why he signed niggas like Earth Gang and Jid and stuff like that. Just like a Jay-Z, like
Which
Jay-Z.
Which we go
But
on
then
to
said,
later.
but
Like-
never mind, that was just a segue, kind of like,
Yeah.
well, kind of fuck that, because now we need to, you know,
Yeah.
like that's just why I thought that.
Yeah, because I'm like music changed, like
Yeah.
It changed. Yeah,
Like
it changes
that.
like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes into like a rotation kind of.
You know what I'm saying?
So right now,
J.
like,
Cole's always had a popular beat. Is what I'm
yeah,
saying.
I remember we had the like right before, let's say J. Cole and Kendrick and Drake started popping, we were still in the snap. We're still in.
Honestly,
Honestly,
it's a
like right
cycle.
before
And then
J.
it-
Cole and
and then it-
Kendrick, I would say like, bro, that stoner music was popping, bro.
With the Wiz, oh,
Yeah,
Wiz
that
was
was
popping
that
around
shit.
that
But
time
that's the
too.
same
That was
time.
around, yeah.
It's the same
That was
time.
around the same time.
But Wiz
And
actually
then-
popped like that before the
I thought that,
really.
yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
gonna say.
because
I thought
Wiz
that was a
came
little
like
bit before.
2007.
That's where you get like a
Between,
Chitty Bang, a
7
Wiz.
to 10,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
You wanna say that? Yeah, that's a good little
But
period.
I see the
That's-
I told niggas that all the time. I was like, yo, it's a cycle of music. It always happens. It's like you figure out the cycle, you see where this shit gonna go. It's hard hip hop, then it go to a club, then you get the dance records, then you get that shit that don't nobody want to hear, then it go back and you get like that's why it's like you got that Kendrick and Cole them generation. Then it went to a club. Now you have the dance craze with niggas Nay and all this etc. Then it's gonna repeat the cycle, and that's why niggas want that real music, that real substance, that real shit again.
Yeah. 'cause
Well, you
it's
dropping
back
too
at
many
that
gems.
Yeah,
point
because it's
now.
back at that point.
Yeah,
like,
it's back at that point now.
like, what do you get from that? Like, that's why you have a KOD project. That's what he's like. That's what I got from the 1985 records.
Yeah.
He's looking for, okay, when is this shit gonna change? Because we can't leave this shit. Like, he's one of the people that's like for the culture. Like, he's not going
He
to
one of
like.
them
I don't want to
timeless
see
people,
this
bro.
shit end like that. Cause I be looking at it, I was like, yo, I be looking at the movie stars who we grew up watching, and the, like music people like, yo, I was like, oh, this shit depressing.
Yeah.
Like that, I look at it, so I was like, yo, I don't want like my kids and shit to grow up and like, yo, we using like this is what we grew up on. No, hell no, fuck that. Like we grew up on Pac, we grew up on Wayne, we grew up on these type niggas.
Yeah.
I want my kids to grow up to some shit like that.
But you know, the thing is, they will. The only thing is, your kids is just gonna grow up on this. That's
No,
messed up.
I'm saying that. 'Cause I don't even think it's that. But and then I look at music now. I was like, the wrong hand is on music.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
When you
are
get the
absolutely correct,
like,
bro.
when you look at, I've been looking at this shit. I was like, yo, they is feeding the culture this shit on purpose. It's marketing off. That's where you get the term culture vulture.
Yeah.
Culture vulture.
'Cause I'm
You
like,
got the game in the wrong hands. Like, there's a
mean,
reason
it's-
why
Bruh,
this
my little
music
brother out
is
here listening
being
to Ugly Guy, bro.
pushed. Why it's being pushed.
I never
bumping
heard a song
fucking
from him.
Water.
I mean, like,
He is
really,
bumping
it's
water
smart
from
marketing.
Ugly Guy. That's
People have
not
just
cool.
been picking up on what he's been doing.
I asked Aaron
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
Tupac
I mean, that's-
was. He looked at me like, huh?
Popping pills and shit. They just decided to market it towards those kids.
It's
Yeah.
just quick. It's
Really
just
smart, but
it's just a quick hit. That's it. You can't. It's not long standing whatsoever.
That's what I'm saying,
Like
but-
these songs don't last. Like next year,
It's gonna get.
I can't even tell you what.
But that's
was
what J. Cole said, bro.
Yeah, I mean, we-
Yeah, that's exactly what
Yeah.
he said.
You know, so
Hip-hop.
yeah. So
Yeah.
That's what
oh,
I mean. Like it's the cycle. Like and you see, that's why they have this discussion about Lior and what they do for the culture and like the niggas.
Well,
that
I mean,
started the
he
office
cares
that-
about money.
Okay,
And-
that's
and-
what I'm
and
saying.
that's-
A lot
yeah.
of these niggas care about money.
Yeah, that's it. I
You
mean,
get it, that's why you get the substance you get. A lot of niggas talking about the same shit to a different beat. Versus you growing up, and that's why they old heads, and they try to get to the old heads for the hip hop shit. But you listen to the old shit. That's why I go back and listen to old music. I was like, yo, the substance not here. You can't talk about. I can't listen to most of these niggas and like relate to the shit versus me listening to the shit. Oh, well, the lights being cut off. Who the fuck is talking about the lights being cut off right now? Who the fuck is talking about food stamps? Who the fuck is talking about this? Who the fuck is talking about
It's
that?
only a couple.
You had,
That shit not cool.
That's what I'm saying. You
Yeah.
had all that aspects, and then you still got the club records and the other records, but they not marketing that to us now. They marketing the same niggas in the same styles.
Well,
and that's
hold on,
why
I
you
mean-
get the term backpack rap.
Well, I mean, it is a couple niggas talking about, oh, my mama didn't have no food on the table, but they be lying.
Yeah.
And then you find these niggas come from middle class suburbs and shit.
That's
later
what I'm
on.
saying. That's what.
But, yeah.
Super
That's
facts.
that's what exactly what I mean. Then you get these people who say, oh, "My bad." to cut
No,
you
you're
off.
good.
But that's why I'm saying they taking these people and they pushing this shit to us on purpose.
Pull your chair up.
I mean, but honestly,
so-
that's fucking Travis,
Yes.
bro. Like Travis to sit here and so say like I came from like the slums and all this shit, bro, and whoopty bam, bro. But you grew up in the suburbs.
I mean, yeah, that's how it is. I mean, it's now they're
That's what you
they're
looking at.
popularizing to coming from
It goes back.
the ghetto and the hoods. They want to make it seem cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
It
my
ain't even that. My bad, because y'all. I didn't want to go on them for a little bit. You do have certain. That's why I like a Kodak Black.
Yeah.
Right. That's why I was like, out of this generation, a Kodak Black is gonna last.
Or a
because-
young boy.
Yeah, Kodak
Yeah,
will
yeah.
because you can hear.
I don't agree with his actions, but anyway.
You can
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
the
his actions
shit
fucked up.
versus okay, these niggas talking about drugs. You can hear these niggas on like talking about drugs and shit. But I'd rather
Yeah.
them. I don't want to hear about your money and all this other kind of shit. Versus I can hear a Kodak or a Young Boy song and they gonna talk about they past and where they come from, and they ain't gonna just glorify what they got now.
Yo, that
Yeah.
Can I, bro, by Kodak.
I was like,
Yeah.
I
So-
fuck with that.
That's
shit.
my
I honestly
shit.
think like part of the reason too now is like as fucked up as it is, like the people that are in marketing in this industry are white. So who the fuck do you think that they're gonna want to get to listen to the songs? White kids don't have to struggle. I grew up in a nice house with a nice family. I don't have a struggle. Like,
Right.
I don't, and I can't claim that I have one. So what the fuck am I gonna rap about? The fact that I smoke weed, the fact that I drink,
And then she
and my
got money.
parties in college.
Yeah.
See, that's what
That's
it is.
it.
That's what Cole
And
said
like
too.
that's like what they're doing is they're really just trying to pull like that's what J. Cole said. Like you're really just trying to pull all these white kids into the culture that like you're trying to create, which like yeah, I don't fuck with because like I love Kendrick and like all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. So
So speaking of white, Mac Miller dropped a solid
Yeah.
project this year,
Solid.
and
I'm not
I
gonna say solid.
Really, bro?
anyway
Why?
okay.
Not gonna say
Before
solid.
we get to him, I think it's going to be overlooked. Honestly,
You are correct.
due to the high quality of the projects that's coming out and the artists is dropping.
It's-
I think Mac Miller
it's
really
his
dropped the
hiatus.
top 15 project this year.
It's his hiatus going. That's why I'm gonna look it over. He hasn't dropped shit. It's
But
his
it was
hiatus.
still a
Because
solid
if you
though.
think-
It
Which
was
he dropped it.
If
it
he
was-
if he was continued to be relevant, this Mac Miller project would have been fire project. I'm not
Yeah.
saying it's not a fire project, but it
Yeah.
would have been one of those top projects. It's the fact he went through some shit and took a hiatus and wasn't heard from for a while. Because
see that.
honestly, I feel
But
Mac Miller
usually
should be Post
that
Malone.
But
usually
him
that
going
gives
through shit
you
gave
that
his music
hiatus.
substance,
Usually
bro.
He didn't have the fan base to have take that hiatus like
Oh,
that.
got you. I
He
get
right,
what
he
you're saying.
right.
Yeah.
He
I get what
right.
you're saying.
I
know
don't
about
really
that
agree
one.
with
No,
it.
I don't
because
agree with
you
that
gotta
statement.
you gotta
The
think
fan
about
base.
The fan base, no, like Mac Miller has a solid like.
He has a solid
fan
core
base.
fan base.
Yeah,
he-
like
he-
legit.
you gotta think about the generation underneath though. They don't know nothing about Mac Miller.
Yes, you
That's
are.
what I
But
mean.
Mac
That's
Miller's
But,
like
they-
26.
but at the same time, they do, especially with him being with Ariana Grande. So like with that hiatus that he took, that gave his music a lot more substance. I think it's gonna be overlooked because of the timing in which he dropped it.
Yeah.
I
You
agree.
dropped
That
it
plays
in
a part.
August, like.
With
The
Travis
beginning of
Scott
August
and-
when you got
Yeah.
Travis
Yeah.
Scott dropping,
Right, yeah.
bro, and you and him dropped on the same
That's right,
day.
yeah.
Then you got motherfucking Nicki Minaj that dropped the next week, bro.
Right,
Who's
yeah.
best friends with your ex-girlfriend?
You know what I'm saying? On top
That's
of
why I
like
said the
dropping like
hiatus.
Trippie
Yeah.
Redd and all this other stuff,
That's why I
like you
said the
just like
hiatus.
put. If he would have waited like until September when there wasn't nobody dropping nothing, you got Mac
If he
right
would have
there.
stayed keeping out, I think he could have fit in that.
Yeah.
But the fact that he wasn't dropping, and then he had the relationship with Ariana Grande, if they would have stayed together, it would have been better. They broke up.
I don't think so because I think their breakup got him more clout because he and
I don't-
Ariana Grande have been
I
together
think his
so
breakup,
long.
I think the
that
breakup
made
made
the
the
music
music
better.
Yeah, but I also think it got him more clout because he and Ariana Grande had been together so long, right? So you would just see those couple IG snaps she would post of him. Like it was it's not like Nicki Minaj and Eminem just coming
I think
out.
it faded away
You
after
know,
the
type
breakup.
shit.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
think like relationships fade over time, like in the public eye, because I know who you're with. So why would we give a fuck? And then all of a sudden she leaves you for some dude she was obviously cheating on you with, and then gets engaged 2 weeks later. Like, yeah, that's gonna get you some more media buzz, like automatically. especially because of how popular like she is as a pop star.
Yeah,
True.
you right.
I think he lost fans from that too.
Yeah.
Because it's the same thing as the Chris and
Yes.
Queen situation. You had
Because,
Chris and
like-
Queen,
Agreed.
who's like this. You go and you lose that what you had, and especially if it's a female and she bringing in like hella artists for you. I mean hella like whatchamacallit for you. They're gonna leave. They're gonna be on her side. Like I think there's a lot of Ariana Grande. Now, we don't want to see you. You ain't with her no more. We on to this new nigga she with.
Yeah, for
We
real,
don't
for
wanna
real.
see that.
Especially since like you got like honestly, bro. And I hate to say this, but that's just like Taylor Swift fans, bro. Like for real, Taylor Swift be on some fucked up shit and legit like because it's Taylor Swift, y'all just wanna like legit just stick to her like, oh yeah, this is Taylor Swift. But it's like, damn, like you did all
She's
this
been doing that
fugazi-
fucked up shit
you know
since
what I'm
she
saying, with your
started, though.
relationships
She
and all
dates
of that.
people
Like,
to
you
like
know
write
what I'm
That's what
songs.
she-
Like,
she markets off that.
literally, that's
Yeah.
how she markets.
She markets off her bad
And
relationships.
Fucking,
And what's crazy
it's
is
kinda
she
the
steals
same thing
their
with
fan
Ariana
base,
Grande.
too.
Like she a pop star, bruh. Mac, you are a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we get that, but at the same time, like Ariana Grande don't move on until she finds somebody new. That was the same thing that you did with Big Sean. You didn't move on until you found Mac Miller, bro. And then when you got Mac Miller, then you moved on, bro. And then everybody fell off of Big Sean and moved to Mac.
Yeah, and that's I see
You have a
what they
point.
trying to do with that. Everybody's trying to do this relationship thing because of J and B.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Nobody, it's
true.
not working. That's why I was, I was thinking about that. I was
IG kind of puts that like on IG and YouTube, like we were talking
Yeah.
about before we started. It kind of puts that on the forefront.
That's
so
why-
now it looks good, right? So it's attractive.
Mm-hmm.
So now everybody's like, oh shit.
they want to
This
hop in a
is-
relationship.
Yeah, they want to
because
hop in a
of that shit.
relationship, and they want to show the world like, hey, this is our relationship, and we're happy.
Yeah.
Give me 300,000 YouTube.
And that's what they
followers.
do. That's why I was looking at you look at the like YouTubers. A lot of the main. That's what I was talking about before we had that other conversation. The vloggers and shit.
Yeah.
A lot of these are family based, relationship based ones that pop the most.
Right.
That gets the most attention, and then you see these ones and they fake what they do, obviously, to get them clout.
Right.
So I'm looking at this like, yo, I can see you. This is not authentic and original right here, and it's not going to work out like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you have certain ones that work and stuff like. That's why everybody's trying to go for that J and B power couple relationship, and then that's why social media plays a part in it because it glorifies it and puts it in like a magnifying glass.
And what's
Even better.
What's crazy is people like act like, I know, like yeah, like the whole cheating thing. That's now blown over because they caught up a new album. So everybody like forgets like what comes with like fame and
You're right.
fortune is hot bitches. So like even if you're married to fucking Beyonce, there's a high chance you're gonna cheat just based off you not being around your wife and in these random cities with all these bad bitches. Like that is just a reality of this industry, and like a lot of people that jump into relationships in this industry do not understand that at all.
Yeah.
But you wanna know what's like lovely about what I love about Jay-Z and Beyonce is how they're not on social media like that, but
Yes.
they
Exactly.
still have that same like
And
legit
it-
presence.
Right.
And it works because it's something. At the end of the day, truth and real is what always works.
I think
Yeah.
I think
I
Jay
agree.
I think Jay uses Beyonce's Instagram and scrolls. I think that's what he does.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have a social media.
Not at all.
I mean, he has a Twitter, but he's not on there.
Yeah,
So
no.
I think what he does is he gets Beyonce's Instagram, and he either goes to the search box or anything like that. He just scrolls.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
scrolls
That's how
because
he get
when
his
you listen to
relevant topics.
his music,
He's always up.
Yeah, he's always up.
The topic, yeah.
Like he mentioned the
Al
Reverend
Sharpton
Al
and the shit.
Sharpton
Yeah.
thing, and that was a week before that he dropped 444.
He talked about
Yeah.
it. Extentacion,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
dying,
yeah,
and that
yeah.
happened like
How
what,
y'all
3
feel
days
X
before
Led
he
Zimmerman
He said y'all
released.
can't
Yeah,
X
like on the
Led
Drake-
Zimmerman
Yeah.
live.
Yeah.
The streets is done.
So
I
we
was
like, all right, okay, bro. So yeah, we know you scrolling, Jay.
Yeah.
It's cool.
That's why you
Um,
get eventually
all the
you gonna
time.
get those authentic things that come, and that's what people gonna hold dear and close, and what's gonna last at the end of the day. That's why I don't know about Cardi and Cardi and Offset. I can see a little authenticity there, but I think that
See,
was
I don't really want
Wow.
to. See, I don't really want to like speak on like that their relationship, but if we do go into that, so it,
I do, because I think it's
I
fake
think-
as shit, because it's a media playback. Like, okay, think of this. Kris Jenner, right? Same shit. How the fuck did she get all her money?
Exactly.
Her first husband,
Yeah.
who died, and then she monopolized on all of her fucking children, and married Bruce Jenner, which gave her even more clout and even more income.
she's the biggest
right?
pimp in the game.
I'm trying to
She,
tell you.
yo, Kris Jenner is
Yo,
a
she's
total.
she's-
She's a criminal, man. She's a complete criminal. I will 100% say that. But Cardi B, I
She's
think, is
a
on that
evil
way
mastermind.
because,
She with them
like
now.
I said, Cardi B
Yo.
was a social media star, and that's how she would stay unless she could bag somebody in the rap game.
Chris is Cardi's
You know?
manager
Really?
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 for like clothing shit though.
Whoa.
Chris is Cardi's
Wow.
We know what's
No,
going
I
on.
didn't even know that, bro.
We know what's going
I had
on.
no
I just
clue
found
about
that out
that.
like it happened this week.
That's
Kris
crazy.
Jenner, that's what I'm saying. She's an evil mastermind, bro.
Yeah.
Straight
No,
up.
and
I mean, she knows how to-
because
she knows
Cardi
how to
B was
monopolize
partying
everything.
at
Sex tape and stuff, too?
Cardi B was partying at
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian's house like a week ago or some shit, like late night with
See
like
that.
Kanye and all that shit. And yo, you should have seen like the followers they gained after that, like just
'Cause,
like
like,
joint because
yeah.
Kim
Yeah.
was stealing all hers and Cardi B was stealing all of Kim's bitches that didn't know about her.
It's like
Like,
this.
So-
Cardi
You know?
and Offset is what Nicki and Meek tried to be, but the clout wasn't there.
That was
nah,
the biggest.
I
that
don't
was the
think
biggest
so.
Think about
thing.
that- think
I
about
think
that, though.
Nicki's different.
No,
though.
what happened? This is what I think. What happened with the Nicki? I
I
shouldn't be
think if
doing
Nicki
this
wanted
because this is
clout in a
gossip. But this,
relationship-
I
this
think
is.
Lil
But
was
this
too
is
big
what.
of a pussy for Nicki to be with.
It's not
Like, for
even that.
real.
Not
Because-
even that.
Like, on
Not
some
even
real
that.
shit.
Nicki's a girl who she's obviously going to go for the hood nigga. She's not going to
Yeah.
go for Drake.
Yeah,
Nah,
well,
she-
That's
But
why
I'm
she
just
with
saying, like,
Eminem.
in the
Like-
instance though, like if Nicki wanted like a Jay-Z Beyonce thing, she would have got with Drake.
She don't want that
Literally.
shit.
She
That, that
would've.
would fuck her
But
image
who
up.
is more like on some real shit, bro? Drake
Yeah.
is the #1 artist in the game right now.
Right,
Who
yeah.
is more like successful or
He
popular
hits
than
platinum
Drake?
before he
No,
drops.
That's true.
Before he even dropped, he went platinum. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
That would
Like,
fuck her image up though.
But at the same time, that would make her substantially
And,
rich.
'cause
and then
what
too,
fuck it
also
up?
at the same
like,
time,
that's
too, at the same
quadruple
time
your
too, they're
money.
too old. I think.
Yeah.
Now they're at the
But
age.
then, like,
If they would have did it before, if they did it before,
they
like
did it
Moment
4
for
years
Life
ago,
type
I can't
area.
say
But I don't
that, bro,
think so,
because
because
like
Beyonce
on some
and
real
Jay-Z
shit, though,
each
if
had
they
their
went back
money
and
and
did
got
it,
together.
if they did it right now, bro, like people would bring up that Drake verse when he was like, "Oh, I love Nicki Minaj. I told her I admitted. I hope one day we get married.
Yeah,
Just to say we fucking did it." They would bring that shit
Yeah,
right
well,
back
but
into
yeah.
the light.
They
Yeah,
did
they
this.
would.
The fact that if they broke up, it would fuck everything up.
Nah,
But
but
they
it
would still
wouldn't
make hella
because
money
they
They
off
would
would.
still, but it would fuck
It
everything
wouldn't
up.
Okay,
fuck
but-
everything up though because they're both rich and individually like creating themselves as artists. So
And that's
all that
what
would
Jay-Z and
happen is
Beyonce were.
each fan base would just split back to who they were with. So it wouldn't fuck
Nah,
anything
I'm saying
up.
being on the same label, the same thing, the business and the shits. Unless they could agree to like, let's keep this.
Lil Wayne just gonna tell them both
Business
to
and
fuck
business
off if they want to keep their
and this.
deal. What?
I mean, Lil Wayne not going for that shit, bro. He
No, not at all.
He definitely gonna keep both of them artists, bro. And they
He gonna
definitely
keep them, but like
they
I'm talking
definitely gonna
about.
be making music for his ass.
I don't think you would get those the surprise Drake verses on the Nicki song or the surprise.
Oh,
I think
true,
he would
true.
because I
Drake
think
song.
those are planned and that's a marketing decision. And
That's
Lil
what
Wayne
Beyonce
would say,
said.
"Quit being a baby ass and get the fuck in there."
I mean, but like if that was the case, bro, you would have been able to say that with like Jay-Z and Beyonce, and nobody expected that album to drop. That came out of nowhere.
I mean,
Nah, I
we-
expected
all.
that.
well, I knew they was
hinted
coming
at
at some point. I didn't know when it. I didn't know it was gonna drop.
I
Just like
honestly, bro, like did not expect them to drop that joint album. So when it came and they just
Yeah.
dropped it all in one, I was like, whoa, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is dope as shit.
I expected
Like,
Jay-Z
you
and
know what I'm
Beyonce
saying?
each to have an
To
album
have
with
a
like
separate
features
album.
I
of
think
each other.
I like
on
that
there, yeah.
because I heard I was like, okay, when I heard on the run on the Magna Carta Holy Grail, I was like, okay. Then they had the Lemonade and the 444 situation when they spoke on what the fuck happened. I was like, they finna come with some shit together because you had them together on this love song. Then you had Lemonade where he talk about cheating. Then he comes and he admits to cheating. And then okay, boom.
And now they're pregnant with twins. Yeah.
Like,
You know.
Jay smart now. Jay.
That was
Well,
been
when
smart,
they on
man.
tour, like he said it when he went on tour by himself, the 444 tour. I think Beyonce was with him almost every show.
Of course.
Almost or whatever.
I think you got to turn your shit on silent.
Yeah, I know. My bad, man. Oh, my girlfriend.
Whoa, hold on. Pause.
So let's go.
We gonna
let's-
scratch
Let's
that.
go.
He said your
Yeah.
girlfriend.
With an S, hold
Let's
on.
go to.
Yeah,
did
we
y'all?
over
He said your
y'all.
girlfriend.
I said girlfriends. I didn't say girlfriend.
Yeah, no.
You'll never catch me with one.
Oh,
Yeah,
now
we
you
are.
gotta say something on
He
camera.
said you'll never
No,
catch
they-
me
they-
with one.
And her. Did y'all listen to the EP?
Who?
Her is
I didn't listen to it yet. I gotta listen to it.
Me either.
it's
Yeah, I didn't
vibes,
listen
man.
to it at
It's
all.
perfect. So I think she, I think R&B is back, and I think she is one of
R&B
the
never left.
leading.
Yeah.
Well,
It did a little bit.
it did a little
R&B
bit.
is
so.
It
definitely
went more
back.
hip hop. R&B went hip hop.
Yeah, that's what it
bit.
did.
But think about it like this: it's been since the '90s. It's been R&B and hip hop.
No,
Yes.
you had R&B and hip hop. You had
Hold
R&B
on.
and hip hop, but then
So-
you
so
still
wait,
strictly
wait.
have
Poison
R&B
is not
time.
R&B and
Before
hip
we
hop?
go too far, I think what we mean is like the soulful.
Okay, all right.
Because
Yeah, you're right.
you weren't getting that soulful feel.
I feel
I don't think that
As far
Soul
as-
Fulfill ever left.
Yeah, it did.
Because it got
From
to a
who?
point where it's like
It
it got
did.
so R&B and hip hop. You have a Bryson Tiller.
Mm-hmm.
Bryson
Yeah,
Tiller's
I mean,
not a
that's-
complete R&B. He's not complete. He's right smack dead. That's why you have it's called.
He a libertarian. That's
Like
what he
what is what is it called? Trap some shit.
Trap soul.
Yeah,
Trap
trap
soul.
soul,
That's
yeah,
why it's
yeah.
not
Trap soul's so
R&B
good.
because it's trap soul. That's why I'm seeing we get like a Brent
Okay.
Fayez or.
But
Tori.
what about Daniel Caesar? You don't
Daniel
think
Caesar,
yeah,
Daniel
yeah.
Caesar's not hip hop rap though.
No, he
Not
not.
complete-
true
he's
R&B?
truly
I
yeah,
think
strictly R&B.
like I love that man.
So what
I
about
think
like
he's
the
so
Weeknd,
good.
bro? You think like the
Weeknd
Weeknd?
I don't think I would.
Weeknd-
I
Oh,
wouldn't
because
call
the
him R&B
Weeknd
like
also a
Weeknd
pop
has
artist.
never
Yeah, he's a
lost,
pop
that
artist.
But the
soul,
Weeknd
bro.
is a
He's a
pop
pop
artist.
artist.
He not
He's not
R&B.
I can. The only reason I can like say yes, the Weeknd is a pop artist, bro, because of like obviously we know it's because of his popularity.
Right.
But like at the same time though, like he has never lost that
But
soul
he-
within his
I never got
He-
R&B from R&B. I mean R&B from the Weeknd. I never got that vibe.
Never
Because
got
like
from
that
the
Dirty
got-
Diana, bro.
That
I never
that's
got that
that's
vibe.
pop.
Really?
It's pop, bro. Like
I got
the
it
Weeknd
like a Trey
had.
Songz vibe from him the first time I heard
Like
it.
Dirty
Like that's
Diana
pop.
is so like
That's not
soulful
R&B.
though, bro. That's
No,
like
the
more
Weeknd-
of a-
The Weeknd is just like he put soul on a pop level. I feel like that's where you just mixing it in at, because this is strictly pop from the Weeknd, bro. Like
Yeah, it's not R&B
I
at
can
all.
I can say that it is pop, but like yo, like it's like so like with me listening to Dirty Diana, bro, like I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Like that hit me. I'm like, damn.
I mean,
bro,
but you
like,
gotta
you
think.
really put that your all into that, bro. Like, and that's what a lot of like artists don't do, and a lot, especially like a lot of R&B artists, bro. They don't put their all into it the way that like he does, and that's why I say he never lost like that soulful feeling, bro. Because like legit, he legit project everything into his singing.
he does, but he makes it into a popular standpoint, and pop is just popular music, and that's what he does. He mix he
But I
he
think
puts
he's
that,
so popular because he puts everything into it.
and
I
that's
don't
why
think-
he's pop.
Okay, all right, let's pause real
Okay.
quick. Pause
Okay,
that.
I feel you. Let's
Yeah.
get on the ground for that shit.
You went to that illegal shit.
No,
Wait,
definitely.
so y'all said y'all went to DC first. and
Hell
then-
yeah.
And then
The
down
professional
here,
weed
yeah.
dealer and shit.
Shit.
Because
Bro, I had to
he
scour
sold
the depths
him
of the
a
underworld.
he literally because in DC so weed is legal, right? Recreationally,
yeah,
but
yeah.
you cannot buy it. So Darrea for his birthday bought a sweatshirt and a bag, and
And I
a
was
nice
given-
half ounce was gifted to us
For free.
for buying the said sweatshirt. What? We paid $200 for the
I bought a
sweatshirt,
sweatshirt.
but
Oh, but y'all got-
Sweatshirt and a
no,
bag.
but because you
I
can
got
you can
half for
gift
free.
people
A little
weed
over
there,
half,
so
yeah.
like he literally gave us we paid for it, but like
Gifted.
it was a gift on top of said sweatshirt.
I think we might need
over
to
a
take this,
half ounce?
this podcast to DC.
Yeah, hell
Hey.
yeah. We might need to interview said bro. He be cool and
and
shit.
smoke it out there too.
They have a company with a little name and all that shit.
So on the on our long break, we started talking about R. Kelly. I mean, we talked about artistry and art.
The GOAT.
But we started talking about, can you separate the art from the artist? So you guys should know the news that R. Kelly what's been going on in his situation, and we've been knowing for years because it's been
Going on forever.
and on and on. So now we're at the point, the conversation needs to be had. I think, can you separate the art from the artist? In my opinion, I think in this day and age, you can't because
agree.
because hold on,
I agree. It's getting
but
to that
because when you
Look on his
see
face.
when you see this type of pattern in an individual like R. Kelly, and I respect his artistry and what he's done for the culture, but when you see the things that he's done as far as negatively, and you see the reports from witnesses, and it's his manager, it's his assistant, it's his bodyguard, these guys are reporting back on and on and on. There's a pattern. So at this point now, how much bullshit do we put up with? And before you go, 'cause I know you're about to spaz. How much bullshit do we put up with? And do we still continue to play his music? Do we still continue to worship him as the R&B god that we did for years? So we're gonna start.
Fair.
So I don't think that you can take any of his musical accomplishments away from him because, like, R. Kelly, yes, R. Kelly is the R&B god of, like, I grew up listening to him, right? However, in this day and age, it has gotten to the point where women have put up with that creepy uncle at the barbecue for so long that we're fucking tired of it. Like, it is not okay for a 41-year-old to walk in the Family Dollar that I used to work at and grab my ass and expect me not to do anything. That is completely unacceptable. Myself and a bunch of my friends, like, literally, I can list 8 out of, like, 10 girlfriends that I have, because women are crazy and I don't like them. All of us have either been sexually assaulted or raped in one way or another. And, like, that is where separating the art from the artist becomes really hard. Because I understand that R. Kelly did not rape these women. I understand that they are all 18. But his behavior is still completely unacceptable in today's day and age. And what you misconstrued as us taking away from R. Kelly's accomplishments, I will never take those away from him. He is an amazing R&B artist. But I do not support who he is as a person at all. Therefore, I cannot support the way that he makes his income, because that is me supporting him as a person. Because if I still listen and stream his music, that's still me supporting him and the way that he lives, and I will no longer support his lifestyle because it's fucked up.
Yeah, rather than me, like what I'm saying is, if we look at it like this, not even, it's just in general, everybody should be held accountable for their actions.
That's fine. Yeah.
So I'm not taking that. I'm saying, as his past catalog, he's still the greatest.
Yes,
Facts.
I agree.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't take.
But
his
he's still
actions.
a shitty person.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, there's a lot of people that are that, but can we take his catalog away from him?
No, I don't think you can take his catalog away from him, but you can stop supporting it. Like, I no longer listen to R. Kelly that much on some real shit. And like remix.
I don't listen to
shit.
new R.
Like,
Kelly. I listen to R. Kelly, old R. Kelly all the time.
Nah,
Same.
old R. Kelly was my shit when I was in college going to parties and shit.
Are you still gonna blast
What do
it?
you think all my girlfriends and I like jammed to before?
Sorry,
Like, of
would you
course.
still listen to it?
Right.
No. I would
So-
not.
Yeah, I don't
No,
I don't think I can do that,
because
bro.
no, listen, but like coming from somebody that's like been through this shit,
Yeah.
like with a man, like no, like I will never ever support somebody that made somebody feel the way that I did. It makes you feel inferior. It makes you feel like you are less of a human being. It makes you feel like how black people feel around cops.
I feel
That's exactly what that shit is, and it's fear based, and that's why I will never ever no, I won't, because listening to his music still continues to give him streams, and we'll still support
you're
him.
correct, but I don't think like in R. Kelly's situation, I don't believe that like he didn't rape these girls.
He did not rape them, but
He
he
didn't rape
manipulated
anybody.
them.
Like even with like the whole
He had a
like,
sex ring, Darrea.
yes, but with all like adults.
He had women that came and said, "I feel like I got sexually assaulted or raped when I was with him."
But
What
but
are you
that's-
talking
the question
about?
is,
But
did they or
wait,
did
wait.
not they consent?
They came honestly like, and I will say this.
No,
bro.
but I will say.
Wait. Let me go ahead. So all of that came. Okay, so these women, like a lot of them came out and said this after R. Kelly was quote unquote done with them. I'm not saying that he's right for like his actions and within like trying to like target like young girls for like his sexual acts and everything like that. But like what I will give R. Kelly credit for, and not even like credit, but like what I will like speak upon within like this act is that the fact that like within everything, even back from like the whole him pissing on the little girl thing, she said that was okay.
Well, hold on. First, hold on. Before we go there,
He's saying that she said it's okay.
she was 14, so you can't say.
And you are correct about
But at
and
that time,
but
you were
all-
still listening to R. Kelly. My
But
thing
you were
is,
still listening to R.
if
Kelly.
these
I was
girls-
young.
No, listen.
That's
No,
fine.
listen. If these girls would have gotten what they wanted and never
They
came
would never
out,
had
you
a
would have
problem.
still been
No,
Yes.
listening to
but
R.
here's
Kelly.
now you're victim.
but here's my thing is
That's
now you're
what I'm saying.
no, but now y'all are victim blaming,
you're
which is
taking-
literally
No,
the issue.
no.
No,
I'm not
yes, you
trying-
are.
I'm not trying to. I'm
No,
not trying to.
and I totally
No, I'm
understand
not.
that.
But you
like,
just said-
I'm
we've
not
known each
trying
other
to.
like I know that, D.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like, okay, right? We've been fucking around for a minute.
Yeah.
If I tell you no during sex, if I don't want to have sex one night and you still force it upon me, that's rape. I don't
Yes.
care if we were together. I don't care if we've been talking a minute. That's still fucking rape. These girls could have gone to that house and consented and one night been like, no, I don't want to. And R. Kelly said, I don't give a fuck. You came here. You consented.
But did they say that
No.
in their confessions?
They did
That
not.
they did not want to.
This was all after
no.
the fact that they
Well,
did
well,
not.
No,
become
but
famous
y'all
in the
are
ways
now
they wanted
still
to.
victim blaming.
Yeah,
you
I'm not.
especially.
Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all-
no,
wait,
not.
Hold on.
Y'all
Stop.
trying to
Y'all
like.
trying to like crucify this man.
We're not trying to crucify
Because
him.
what I'm saying is, y'all are saying
I'm not
these-
trying to
oh,
crucify
y'all,
him in
his
any way,
actions.
shape, or
I'm
form.
not
His
saying
actions are wrong.
I'm not
Are
saying
right.
his actions
They're not
are
right at
right.
all.
But what I'm saying is,
Legit, like if these girls would have got what they
if they
wanted, they
got
wouldn't
what
have
they
said
wanted,
it.
Y'all
well,
still
y'all be
defending him.
No, I'm not. I'm saying
I don't.
All I'm saying is
R.
that if
Kelly
these girls
beside-
would have got
if
what
it
they
was-
wanted, they would
I
have.
completely
if-
no.
no, we talking about
But
R. Kelly's
wait,
strict.
I
No,
completely
no,
disagree with
'cause
that.
you
Do you
can't
want to
say
know
that.
why I disagree with that? Because if we look at Larry Nassar, who's the U.S. Olympic gymnastics team doctor, whatever the fuck. How many of those girls have gold medals? How many of them got what they wanted? How many of them still came out after him and put him the fuck in jail?
You're right.
It don't matter if you get what you want. If somebody sexually assaults you, and we're now in the day and age where this is the her movement, this is the speak out movement,
Okay.
this
Yes.
is the
What I'm saying is-
everybody that's been sexually assaulted in their life. And what's crazy
was it consented
is
though?
what's
Those Olympics, did they
No.
give
No.
consent?
hell
they didn't.
the
No,
They did not.
but did they give R. Kelly consent?
Yes, they
Yes,
did.
No,
did.
they did initially, but that's what I'm saying, y'all.
He
Is
was-
like
he manipulated
y'all
these
also
kids.
are
He
coming.
did.
Y'all are also talking
did
about what
manipulate these
R.
kids.
Kelly
He did.
says. Like so many people go off of what like R. Kelly says and ignores the victim. Like, yeah, I understand that originally they consented to shit, but like if you came out of there feeling like you got sexually assaulted or raped, you did. Like, I'm sorry, but like y'all will never be in that position unless a man comes
But,
after
like,
and rapes
legit,
you.
How many but then if that's the case, like how many fucking women have legit
So-
like victimized and like
so-
blamed men for like crimes that they
And
did
they
not
should
commit?
go in jail.
So-
they
so-
should go to
So
jail.
a couple-
no,
so-
I
hold on,
agree with that.
hold on.
How
Let
do
me
you know
let me
these
speak. Let me
people are
speak. Let
telling
me
the
speak.
truth at
Let
the
me
end of the
speak.
day?
Stop. Let me speak. So these victims have been approaching the press lately, right?
Yes.
And they've been coming up, and they all have the same stories almost. They all been saying they've been starved in some force. They've been coerced.
I got you.
The liquor came to me.
Nah.
But this is a pattern. So there's something wrong with this guy. So we can't go after. Forget the victims. We're talking about the things that R. Kelly have been accused of. If there's a pattern, you probably been doing the shit. If my mom be like, if my friends been like, hey man, your son been smoking weed, and then my mom be like, nah, this is my son, believe him. And then another friend come up be like, hey man, your son been smoking weed. Oh, that's my son. Another
Third person, she gonna look.
It's gonna be it's
Okay, but listen, you gotta look at that. That I understand that. This man is on a different platform.
Mm-hmm.
He's a different type of person, and we already know. We could exclude.
But there's
not
a-
exclude. No. We could exclude this. If we look at this, and not even justifying what I'm not justifying what he's doing at all. I'm talking about his platform, his influence, and all this. They
It
have
should be
constantly
stripped away.
No.
they constantly
Yes.
crucified this man his whole career.
Yes.
They
Has
have.
it not?
They have.
Well,
So what I'm saying, it could be
Yeah.
a pattern. No. What I'm saying, it could be a pattern, but who at the end of the day, who knows who's telling the truth while we're giving personal opinions about this man's
is the thing. This
career?
is the thing. At the
Yes,
end of the
you're
day,
correct.
even though you are saying
Who knows if these girls are lying or not?
no, but that's my point. That is,
That's why I made that comment
but that
earlier,
is
boss.
That's what I'm saying. 'Cause
y'all, that is completely my fucking point. Is y'all are going, well, I don't know whether I can trust that bitch. Me, for example, went to my school, said shit that happened. They said, oh, were you drunk? Yes. Oh, you're 19, you're underage. You probably imagined it. That shit didn't happen. My dean of my school will not give me the transcript so that I can continue my school because they assume I am lying because it is her son. That's not fair to me. I'm not fucking lying. He is. And that's what a court of law is for.
I'm saying that.
And I completely agree with you. Like, you don't know who's telling the truth. But if there are consistently all of these women who probably were kicked out of the sex ring 8 years before the next one came in that's accusing him, they don't know each other, bro. How the fuck are they all gonna have the same story?
How do we know that if they were in the sex ring?
They did. Wait.
How
They
do we know that
No,
if they didn't
some
know each
of
other?
them-
They
let me
just
go.
said they were in the
Wait.
sex
Let me go.
ring.
They do know each other, bro, because like honestly, like fucking even R. Kelly and the women that were a part of this ring, bro, they said themselves, like fucking they would literally come in, they would show the newbies that came in how to quote unquote have sex with R. Kelly by fucking him.
Question,
here's the-
question.
so
Did you
here's-
say they got kicked out when they were 23, right? So what if somebody that came forward is 35 and the next one that came in is 24? They would never have met each other in that sex ring because the old bitch would have gotten kicked out before the new one came in.
No, I didn't give a specific age. I just
You said 23.
So hold on.
Yes,
I
you
said
did.
that like literally like if he is kicking these bitches out by 23. I didn't say that was like the legit age.
Okay, but my point is if you get kicked out when you're too old and some of these bitches that are coming forward are like 35, 36, which is like 10 years older
And
than
then
the
you
other
got
victims.
some that are coming out of 30, bro. So you were in there.
No,
at
but
the same
I'm
time.
saying if they're you
feel
still have
me?
people
Like-
coming out that are 25. They don't know the women that are 38.
And then you got some that are coming out that are like 28. Bro.
Okay, so
And I totally understand
You know
that,
what I'm
but what I'm saying is y'all are still saying
So
these
here's
bitches
the-
could be lying,
so
which
here's
has
the
been
question.
the trend in the issue.
Here's the question.
That's
So-
why this shit
Yeah,
has
that's
come
what-
forward now because everybody has been saying since the 1920s that women are lying about this shit.
So this one,
No.
this one I'm coming at. This one I'm
No,
coming at. Listen,
nobody-
hold on. This one I'm coming at. So are y'all saying that even with all these women coming back, it's been dated back to almost 1997.
Yes.
Even with all these women coming out a couple of years, y'all still have doubt?
Thank you.
Okay, look. I am not doubting the fact that fucking R. Kelly is running a sex ring. I never. doubted-
Or that he's a manipulator.
I'm not or manipulating or anything
Yeah.
like that. Especially like with his influence, he probably is manipulating this women, like saying like, oh well, like I'll get you on if you ABC.
Yeah.
I can give you that, but at the same time though, bro, I don't know if they are coming out, if they are legit coming out and going like, oh well, he raped me
Okay,
because
but
I
the
didn't
same
get what
thing.
I wanted. You
Larry
feel me?
Nasser,
That's what
I
I'm saying.
will
I'm
say
saying from
That's
no,
what I'm
but I
saying.
will say the
Personal
same
shit.
thing. How did 58 gymnasts come out and say this against this shit? And it took literally the one that won the gold medal in 2014 to get people to look at it. 15 women came forward before her.
And Larry
15
Nasser is
women.
a fucking like creepy ass
And I
old
agree
ass
that
man.
R. Kelly,
they say-
R. Kelly
R.
did
Kelly?
everything legally.
R. Kelly is
R. Kelly
literally
is
like
still
R.
a creepy.
Kelly, bro.
No, R. Kelly
Wait,
is
wait,
still
it's
a
the
creepy
difference.
old
You're
ass
still gonna
man.
fuck
He
R.
just
Kelly
did
because
it
R. Kelly.
legally.
Did he?
Hold on.
Did the
Right or
last
wrong?
R.
guy
Kelly,
rape these
no.
women?
Right or wrong, are girls
He
still gonna have
molested
sex
them.
with R. Kelly
Okay,
because that's R.
he
Kelly?
those were
sexually
not
assaulted.
consensual.
But no,
Correct?
He sexually assaulted
hold on.
these
It doesn't. I'm saying I understand that R. Kelly's was legal. I just said that. R. Kelly cannot be sent to jail. Everything he did was completely legal. He cannot be sent to, like 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine about to go to jail for 3 years and be
Probably.
put on a sex offender list. And I
Probably.
hope to God he does. He fucked a 13-year-old. You're fucked up in the head.
Yes.
That's a completely
However,
That's a completely
no, I
different
agree.
story.
That's what I'm saying, though. R. Kelly did it legally, but it is still fucked up what he
Yes.
did.
Okay, but I'm saying,
And
I'm
that's
saying
why
that.
I'm saying,
Hold on.
no,
Before
but
we
that's
go in
what
the
I'm
circle,
We're
saying.
before-
saying completely that's a
Okay,
problem,
before-
but I'm saying in R. Kelly's case, you cannot hold that man to that thing when he's not the only one doing it.
We're not talking about
And
anybody
you-
else. We're
there's
talking about R.
others,
Kelly.
there's other no,
We
because we
talking
talked about the
about R.
last
Kelly.
guy. We talked about the last
No,
guy.
and
But-
I completely understand that there are other people that do this.
So
but
the-
R. Kelly's influence is so
Yeah,
big,
so
and especially in the black community, who has, I'm sorry, but the black community has one of the highest rates for rape with underage girls
Yeah, I'm
because
not-
uncles in
yeah.
the family do that shit to girls. We have people at work
Yeah.
who talk about that shit.
Yeah.
Like, it is one of the biggest issues in the black community because nobody talks about it. That's why R. Kelly is on this stage, because R. Kelly is one of the
And-
biggest stars,
And
in,
that's
like,
why
especially
the main
in the black
question.
community.
So the main question that we're
They're making
getting
an
back
example
to
out of
is,
him is what they're doing, and
can
they
you
should.
separate the art from the artist? Can you? I'm gonna go down the line.
In that situation,
With-
you cannot.
Not just R. Kelly overall.
So are we talking just like overall with
Overall, can you
everything that
separate
like they have done
everything?
personally?
So I'm talking about movies. I'm talking about music. I'm
No.
talking about writing. Can you separate the art from the artist?
No.
No.
Can you
shouldn't be
separate
able-
the art from the artist?
You honestly no, I don't think so.
Can you separate?
Nowadays.
Now, it's a difference.
No, hold
If
on,
we
hold
say,
on.
no, wait,
I'm
hold
talking
on,
about
hold on,
now.
If we say there's
Hold
a
up.
difference, if we separate the art and the artist or the art and the entertainer,
Artist. Art. Can you separate the work that the artist has done? Can you separate it
from the
them as-
person they
yeah.
are.
For
I
example.
think so, because R. Kelly is still one of the best R&B artists of our time. Will
Okay.
I listen to his music because of the fucked up shit he's done? No. Do I still think he's one of the best? Yes.
Then
Okay.
no,
But
then
do
you can't
hold him-
separate it.
Okay, so you,
You
don't.
can't.
No, you can't.
Because if
you
you
didn't
couldn't,
ask me.
no,
Wait, wait,
because
wait.
if
If
you
it-
couldn't separate it, I would take all that shit away from him.
Bro,
Listen,
literally,
let me
if
tell
it
you why.
wasn't for these women coming out and literally like coming to CNN and all that, you wouldn't even know about this.
Actually,
R.
no, about
Kelly
the
kept that on-
14-year-old we've been knew.
Yes, but
We-
people
we
were
been knew
still
about
listening
that.
to R. Kelly whether you realized it or not.
But I think
because he's still
but
been
here's-
because he has still been writing
But,
music.
love, that's my
because
point.
Wait. Because he's still been writing music. He's still been relevant within today's day and age. If it was not for these women coming out and doing all this extra stuff, like literally, you wouldn't like
No,
people
but
would
D,
still be
that's-
listening to R. Kelly.
Here's the
Well,
thing.
even
No,
after-
here's my
even
point
You can
with that.
separate the
But
art
here-
from the artist.
Listen,
Here's
let me get-
no,
let me
but
get-
D,
let me
here's
get-
my
Wait,
point with that.
How can
Hold on.
you separate from
I
their
have a
real character?
response
How?
to you.
All right, so one more. Hold on, one
Because
more.
as a society, we have changed. As a society, we have started coming forward with all this shit. So I honestly think that even if these women hadn't come out against R. Kelly, people would start. Didn't he pee on that fucking 14?
Yeah,
And they
Yep,
would still
but
listen
you
to
can
his
separate-
music.
This is where I
I
come
think they
from.
would start persecuting him in
can't-
today's
Alright, one more
society.
before we
I
go
really
move
do.
on.
They would
You
still listen
can't
to his music, bro.
separate
Because
the
if that was the
art.
case, why didn't they listen to Trapped in the Closet, bro? That was after that. Everybody was
This-
bumping
this
it.
was
Yes,
before the
Darrea,
live.
because
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
before society changed
change
over
it,
into
yeah.
women coming out and this
Yeah.
shit being unacceptable because
Women
before
have
people
always
have
been
rushed
empowered
it
and
to
have always been doing this,
That's
bro.
false. That's false.
How is it
women
not?
haven't been empowered for a while.
Whoa.
We haven't been put. We haven't. That's a whole nother conversation.
So, no, a
That's
whole other conversation.
Yeah.
Women, yes. Legally, with politics, all that shit, yes, we have been given more power. Sexually, no. And that is why if a girl goes to her school and said, I got raped, the school goes, no, you didn't, because they're trying to protect their fucking image. That's all that shit is. This is all an image game. That's
Yes.
all this shit has been forever. That's why women have been
And-
put
and,
and swept under the rug because it's, no, that shit didn't happen to you. That's going to make me look bad. Fuck you.
All right,
That's
so
what that shit is.
So I think the R. Kelly thing is to separate the art from the artist could be a whole nother show. Could be a whole nother topic.
I gotta get my piece out.
Yeah. So we.
My whole thing is you can't separate the art from the artist,
Why
but
not?
you can separate the art from the entertainer.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Okay.
Because
agree
the
with
If you put it
I
like
agree with
that,
that.
if you put it like that.
I
That's
agree
the
with you
difference.
100%.
It's
Break it
whole-
down. Well, break it. You gotta break
Because
it down
the
because I'm
art
still.
from the artist, the art is coming purely from the
The artist and
the
who
art
the-
and the entertainer. The art can come from somewhere else than the entertainer.
Yeah. Okay.
I agree with that whole
Like
heart.
R.
So
Kelly
that
as a
breaks it
That's the
performer.
conversation that
yeah.
we just had with Drake.
Yes.
Literally. That's the entire conversation that we just had with Drake. And it's like literally you couldn't do that with R. Kelly. Knowing his character from these women coming out and everything, yes, you can separate that. But if that had not happened, you would still look at R. Kelly like he was the greatest fucking R&B like artist to ever fucking grace the planet. Cause he fucking 50 and is still writing songs for not only himself but everybody else within the industry. What other R&B artist is writing their own music? Rihanna don't even write her own shit. Beyonce ain't writing her own shit. Like,
I mean,
What-
that's another
you know what I'm
subject.
saying?
We can go on.
who else doing that?
But all right. So let's jump to the next. But like I said, that separate the art from the artist is I think another
It's very
conversation.
hard.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people doing the culture need to have it, and to kind of understand, and because I mean it's a lot of things just popping up nowadays as far as with the separating the art from the artist. With like you said, the Tekashi thing, and then I mean I don't know if you heard about the James Gunn, the guy who directed Guardians of the Galaxy. They pulled up his pedophile tweets. I mean, but
Oh,
but
hell
yeah, like I
yeah,
said,
I did.
that's a whole nother subject
Yeah,
with separating the art from the artist. All right, so the next thing is, I think is what we don't like right now in hip hop.
What I don't like about
Oh, wait, let's slow down. Let's try to go. I know it's
Down
a lot
the
on y'all
line?
chest.
Let's start that way.
Yeah, let's
Yep.
let's start down the
that way.
line.
The lack of originality. Like, how can I say this? I heard some shit like, okay, the lack of diversity too. 'Cause I heard some shit on the, well, I forgot where I heard it, but it's like, what it is, okay, let's say 6ix9ine for example.
Mhm.
You have a 6ix9ine, and what he's doing with his marketing thing, he's going to do this Chicago shit and all this other kind of shit.
Right.
You're going to have somebody who comes and repeats that and is going to get a different problem than 6ix9ine. And then you're going to have 6ix9ine come in contact with niggas who don't know that this is just his marketing, and he can get fucked up.
Well, I mean, with that, you got Treyway that's kind of backing him up. I think really.
That's still not going to cover.
Yeah, it's not. It's not at the end of the day. It's not.
It's more gangs.
But
than
I
Treyway.
think he's changing now. If you notice,
that
his,
why he got
if you-
robbed in the
yeah,
first place?
Well, I don't think he got robbed. If you notice his Instagram now, he's going on the comedian path.
yeah.
Yeah.
Besides the thing with YG, which just recently happened, he's going really on the comedian path of trying to be more funnier, and he's not trying to be like the thugged out type. I think he learned when XX died.
Yeah.
I think he learned from that, and I think he slowed down just a little bit. I'm not saying he
He's
fully
still a troll, though.
chilled out. Yeah, he's still a troll, and that's what's selling him being a troll.
Right.
And then I mean, you got all these other kids that's buying his music or whatever. They really like who he is as a person.
I like who he is as a person. I don't like his
hilarious.
actions.
So it was sometimes I did laugh at a couple things he did,
let me
but
take that back.
I mean I don't fully agree with the actions that he's done.
I don't like- I like
because
his-
I want to hold everybody
How
accountable.
smart he
but
is. I take that.
I don't
like how
think
smart
I don't
he
think
is.
he's smart. I think he's
he's smart.
He's doing a
He is
gimmick.
smart.
No, listen to
He's
his interviews.
smart.
He's smart.
Think he's smart?
Because
Yeah.
okay,
Young
if you're saying
and
it, you
immature.
think he did a gimmick, right? Is
Yeah.
Donald Trump dumb? Because he pulled a gimmick and it was smart as fuck, and it got
America's
him in
dumb.
the office.
I mean, that's
America's dumb as shit,
America's
but Donald
dumb.
Trump is smart for playing that shit. Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
You
I
can't
like
call
how
that
smart
man
he
dumb.
is.
He's evil. He's a bigot. He's a
Yeah.
racist.
Well,
but he ain't dumb.
I never called Trump
Yeah,
dumb
no.
because I
You all
I
right?
understand.
But it's the same
Well,
shit.
the game
he's
playing.
like riding like the people.
the way-
He's treating
Yeah.
Like, it
America
ain't
just like
hard.
he treats business.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Literally, that's exactly how you
And then
approach
they fought
it,
for
too.
it. That's a whole
That's
nother
what's so
subject.
fucked up.
But
What do you-
anyway, what I was saying about like why I don't like about the state of the shit. I was like, I don't like the fact that nobody wants to be themselves. Like, it's not cool to be yourself. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Social
cool to
media.
do drugs.
Like, it's
Hell
cool
yeah.
to like nobody doesn't want to be themselves because it's not popular to be yourself.
Well, I mean, when has ever it's been popular for anybody to be original? Because
Look
think
at
of-
J.
the biggest
Cole.
artists
What-
are
what-
the
no, no,
only
no.
the biggest
What-
artists are
Kendrick.
the most original
21
artists.
Well,
Savage.
I'm saying with
Ooh,
not
I
the
can't
popular
even
artists. I'm talking about with
You
the
can't give me 21.
Yeah, 21
with the
is
kids
himself.
as
You gotta
far
give me
as,
21.
21 is himself.
because somebody always
That's that,
emulates.
that
21
nigga was
individual.
raised in that shit.
But I mean, you can tell. You can
That's
tell
being
when
himself.
somebody's being his,
But
Wiz
at the
Khalifa.
same time,
Wiz
though,
Khalifa
okay, like,
is being himself
yeah.
in and out.
What about like
I-
now with like 21
So
trying
is
to be
Currency,
like more
so
of
is
a-
Snoop.
like
All these
office
people are
person?
being themselves.
That's
They
not
all the
just-
old
state of
school
music
people.
now.
So you
Yeah.
can't
Hold
evolve?
on, before
What I'm
y'all-
saying
I
is-
don't
evolve?
say that you can't
That's him
evolve,
evolve?
but that's not him.
Oh.
What I'm
as a
saying is,
person.
the state of music now, it's rare to find somebody like. Okay, I can say Ozzy was the first person I heard to come out with completely that style, but then I got all these different versions of Ozzy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then I
I
have
feel you.
all these different versions of this person. Then I have all these the lack of authenticity, like whatever
Authenticity,
the
yeah.
Okay.
in the game. Like, I don't like that.
But
Alright,
like
so-
on some real shit though, that's
So-
always been like hip hop as well as like any like genre, because I feel like that was the same thing with Pac, that was the same thing with Biggie, that was the same thing with everybody. Like legit, you had people trying to clone them. Like look, shit, Kendrick Lamar is a fucking perfect
Ja
example
Rule.
of not even Ja Rule, but Tupac. Bro,
I wouldn't say that the music's different, but
I would say like legit, you can tell
characteristics.
that Kendrick Lamar listened to fucking Tupac.
And
Yeah, you know what I'm
Wayne.
saying? You can
He
do
doesn't
that.
have
Every,
that-
but here's
you
the
can
thing is,
literally live
but he's different because he got an influence. He did not
That's what I'm
copy
saying,
Tupac.
influence, like, but I'm
Like
saying
literally,
completely
all
taking
these
his
little
grungy-
Trippy
whoa,
Red,
whoa, whoa,
Lil
whoa, whoa,
Xan,
whoa.
Lil Baby,
With
all
his-
these
with
people
his
are
grungy,
like.
legit.
I don't know
like,
about Lil Baby.
With
Nah,
Lil Baby is a-
I'll give Lil
Lil
Baby.
Baby is
some
a
shit.
version
I
of
love
Thug.
Lil Baby.
Lil Baby
love
is a
Lil
version
Baby.
of Thug.
No,
He's
But
hard.
he's a
Gunna is
version of Thug.
Yes, but Lil Baby strings from Thug. You do know that was his homie, right?
I'm not
This
saying
nigga
No, but
branched off from that branch of
influence
music.
and following somebody
Gunna
is
is more
different.
Thug than fucking
Because
Lil
like
Baby.
all these dudes that are
That was
coming
an
off of Lil
influence.
That's what I'm
Uzi
saying.
are literally like Lil Uzi. That's not influenced by them. Like
Yeah.
influence is different than copycatting
Because
somebody.
influence
I'm not
is just
saying
trickle down.
influence. I'm not saying
Everything.
Baby
You know
was
what I mean? And
influenced by
Kendrick
Thug.
has an
That's true.
influence. Kendrick is not like copycatting
I'm
Tupac.
saying Baby is-
Otherwise, his
No,
shit
no,
would
no,
sound
no,
the
no,
exact
no,
same.
no, no. It would sound the exact same, and you are exactly right about that. But like nobody has done the straight grungy, like down to earth, like real topics the way Tupac has. Until
Roots.
That's because
Kendrick
The
Lamar.
Tupac.
Roots. What are
Listen,
you
that's
talking
because
about?
Tupac has a
The
different
Roots
message.
did that shit.
Not the way that Tupac has.
Tupac, yeah, he's
You have
right
a
because
Boosie.
Tupac had a different mission, bro. He,
Boosie, but that was more or less him talking about his life. You feel me? That wasn't like more
Worldwide
of the
situations?
social issues that were going on with America.
Tupac
Who
was
came
so,
out first, J. Cole or Kendrick?
Kendrick.
Kendrick, for sure.
J.
I
Cole.
think
J. Cole.
J. Cole.
J. Cole came out
I
first.
mean,
I was listening
No,
to
because
K-Dot before I heard J.
Because
Cole.
then you had
was Cole.
J. Rock and K. Dot back in like 2005 with Wayne. So
Okay,
it
yeah, I was just gonna say because I
Kendrick.
heard K-Dot before I heard J. Cole.
Me too.
I heard a J. Cole before I heard K-Dot. So,
Okay.
heard
See,
K-Dot.
then
I
it's just,
heard
it's just
of
different on
J.
each,
Cole
before I heard
yeah.
K. Dot, but K. Dot, you know.
yeah.
But what
It's
I'm
just
saying
different
is
on each
like
end.
the copycat thing. It's like I'm gonna go with what I'm saying. The trend followers. The people that's gonna follow something
The
because
trap
it
beat.
works,
Yeah.
and not go with something
New.
that's not a trend and trying to make that work.
Like Russ.
Being yourself.
So
is what I'm saying.
Yeah, like the
I'm
trend,
just-
trend
I'm
followers
just-
like
I
basically
love
like
that,
Smoke
man.
Perp.
Yeah, basically like what I'm saying,
Yeah.
like what Pharrell said. Pharrell said, I'm the trout. I'm gonna swim up the stream while everybody else is going this way.
I
The
feel
fact
you.
that nobody wants to take the road less traveled and that everybody wants to go here because this is what
It's going on right now.
works.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's not.
That's
I
why.
don't like the fact that everything is about selling and when music is a healer at the end of the day.
Well, people
I don't
about
wanna,
their
like,
money, so
I don't want to put
Music
it in like
a money game
this.
though
Yeah,
too.
I
I
feel
mean,
like
it's
it
getting to a
is,
point
bro.
where it's business, but at the end of the day, music is used as
like a
a
healing
healer
process. I feel you.
at the end of the day. And the fact that you get all these carbon motherfuckers, and that's all they putting out. You don't have a diverse of something to listen to on the mainstream audience.
All
That's
right.
what I don't like.
Like on the radio, you turn on and 2 out of the 5 songs are gonna sound the exact same.
I go
mean,
to 3
so-
different radio stations, I hear the same
3 of
5,
them.
10 songs.
I feel you.
Yeah, I feel you on
My,
that one. You
my
are
issue
absolutely
today,
right.
like, I feel like lyricists have really gone.
That's fine.
Like, I feel like storytelling is dead now, except for like J. Cole, Kendrick, and like that really like pisses me off because like the Roots like are one of my favorite rap groups of all time because they talk about social issues and change and shit, and that's like why I like fell into love with rap is because it talked about the issues we have and like how we need to like not even a how like that we need to fix this shit and that this shit is going on, and now it's all about I want to pop a pill, I want to drink some Hennessy, like fuck all that, like talk about like the shit that's actually going on, bro. Like that's why rap was made, was for people to like
I
get
think it's
out
kinda
of
They
their
are talking about
shit.
That's what I
what's
mean.
going on
Brushing
with
off
their
that-
lives, though.
But
I
that's
can't
brushing off
give
that.
them
That's
that.
what it is.
I can't
Hip-hop,
because half
if
them
you
are
look at it-
lying about that shit.
Because if you look at it, hip hop was based as if you hip
Expression.
hop, gangbang,
So-
and comedy with Richard Pryor and all these guys who are considered
So
the
let me-
kings
so
of
let me
say
comedy.
this, then-
These people, it's like started as bringing social problems to the forefront for
Yes.
our community.
I love
Yes.
them.
That's
yeah.
what this
And I
shit
get
was.
that,
And
but
the
like-
fact
songs that
that
I like
became
rock
Take
watered
it away
down.
from Travis Scott, then y'all.
No,
What?
I
On some
can't take
real-
shit
how?
away from Travis.
How? Because legit Travis is talking about doing drugs 24/7.
Listen, but see,
bro.
listen to this, though.
That is his lane.
He's
That's
speaking
what-
from his background.
But
That's
Travis
all
is
that's
different
important.
because he also talks about like
So
where he
that's-
came from too,
I'm
and
not
not
sitting
just
here saying.
like
So what I'm
what
trying to
he's
say. What I'm
doing.
trying
Where's
to
the
say.
substance is what you're trying to say.
Substance,
Exact-
Tory, listen,
Exactly.
Travis has substance. He's speaking from his background. Just because a lot of these niggas is copying what he's talking about doesn't mean he doesn't have substance.
But just
It's just
because
these. Hold on. It's just that these niggas, these other niggas who ain't living that shit or who's trying to get into that shit, find that shit entertaining, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna copy what my daddy
That's what
do."
we mean, the lack of-
And
that's why J. Cole
So-
said half
so we
these
saying
people
that
don't
these-
have struggle or
Exactly,
whatever
but
he
see-
said
I'm not
in
saying that they
And
don't
also
have struggle,
Kendrick-
but like
hold
talking
on.
about like them doing like the drugs and shit. I could believe them on that.
Yeah,
you feel?
but not all of them. But and another thing, Kendrick and Cole is not the only two people doing this substance shit. We got Tory Lanez out here, but he's making it more easy to deliver. That nigga got substance out the
And
ass.
I done heard Tory Lanez bit too many raps.
Yeah, he has.
he
bro.
what?
You heard he said in an interview, I take them
He
raps.
he does, but he also when he makes an album, he speaks from his background.
Yeah.
He makes
I can hear
records that sells.
But
Yeah,
what I'm saying in
But-
general, I wouldn't give him that.
But like
I give like a Big Crit, a Currency, a Wiz Khalifa, a Cole, a Kendrick. Those
exactly.
type people.
Yeah, I agree
But
with
J.
you.
gonna
Cole,
even
J.
speak
Cole
on
even
Spitter,
said in
'cause that's my nigga.
1985. J. Cole even said like
Spitter
he's
is the
been
man.
like trying to act like they woke, but they not. I'm not gonna say the word, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, but I
Like,
mean-
J. Cole even talked about how these people like lie to get like what the like in 1985. That's a whole fucking.
But you got to
song.
think about like this.
It's
In the
talking about how they
90s,
lying to get their clout.
in the 90s, they was doing the same shit.
Yeah.
It's like it's the same shit.
Everybody
Just
wasn't smoking weed back in the 90s.
exactly.
We ain't never lying
In the
about that.
90s, everybody was a motherfucking was gangbanging. Fuck
Okay,
that.
I get
no.
that, but like
I mean,
everybody
we-
in the
we-
90s was also like for the like a lot of the artists in the 90s were like talking about like social change and like
What I
But
like,
the
I
reason
that
why
shit,
is
like,
because
breaking
that was
up
the
out
I
of
think
the
what we're
shit
talking
that they
about
were
is the
in.
fact that what I'm saying is
I think
like,
storytelling is dead. That's
no,
what I'm trying
it's never
to say.
dead. No, it's not
not.
dead. It's
It's
still
not. I
around.
think-
I'm saying
It's
it's
just
not.
transformed.
J. Cole, Kendrick, they keeping it alive.
Like-
That's like Lil
Vince
Xan
Staples.
has he ever told us
Well,
story?
listen,
Has Trippie
though.
Redd ever told
We're
a
not
story?
trying to fix
Had
our
any-
problems,
like,
is what I'm trying to say.
But those are not storytelling.
Exactly.
artists.
You got to give storytelling artists. We
Lil
got,
Wayne.
well,
Lil Wayne's a
Yeah.
storyteller.
he's a storyteller, but we got Mac Miller.
But
He's
you
a
can't say that he's
storyteller.
not.
Mac
We got
Miller's
Vince
a
Staples.
storyteller.
For sure, a fucking storyteller, bro.
But
Like,
yo,
that's
but
that
these
YG
are
is
not. But that's what
storyteller.
I'm saying is that's none of these new artists, bro. These guys have been in the game for
There's
years.
there's plenty of new artists that
Not
tell
Okay,
What about,
stories.
name me three
mainstream?
mainstream new artists that tell me stories.
We
Name
got-
three that I will hear on the radio.
We got
Lil
X.
Baby.
Nah, well, yeah, we
Lil
got Lil
Baby-
Baby does it in his own way.
Eh,
Lil Baby's good. I like Lil Baby. I fuck
He
with
does
Lil
it in
Baby.
his
I
own
can't say
way.
shit
But the
against
thing
it.
is, Lil Baby
Still
doesn't
be telling the story.
he tells
Okay,
story, but he
you're
doesn't
right.
transform his shit. He makes his shit
Basically,
24/7.
you are right on
Is
Lil
it the
Baby,
same
I
as
will give
every
you
other
that.
song? If you get an album,
Yeah.
damn near every song on the album the same song.
Mm-hmm.
When I listen to a Wiz song, every track is not going to be the same song. If I listen
That's
to
true.
a Cole track, a Kendrick track,
It's
every
telling a
song's not going to be
story
the same
from 1
song.
to 14.
Every X song is
I
not going to
think-
be
I
the
gotta
same.
follow that shit from
One of my
beginning to
one of my
end.
favorite
bro.
artists now
X
is
was definitely
Denzel
telling
Curry.
stories.
I said that
Denzel
shit.
Curry.
X was telling
Denzel
stories.
Curry,
Denzel
yeah.
Curry is one of my favorite artists
Yeah.
right now.
Denzel Curry.
And he came. I mean, for me, like I hopped
Perfect.
on the bandwagon late, and I don't mind saying it. But he came with this last one, and this shit just amazed me. And I'm mad that I wasn't on it early because I remember y'all mentioning it before. But like, I'm mad that I didn't hop on to somebody like that. But there's a lot of people out there. I think Vic Mensa.
Yeah.
It's
Vic
hot.
Mensa,
But see, Vic fell off.
Mensa's
He
good.
fell off.
He fell off?
You could say
Yeah.
Vince Staples, Vic Mensa fell off.
Yeah, he fell off.
I
He
would
trying
say
to be.
I think Vic Mensa's
But
trying to
like,
go more.
also, I think like part of the issue
Nah, but
today,
he still
too,
like. I'm not gonna say that he
I-
can't storytell though.
He
dog.
can't, but
he
he's
can.
not
I
gonna
like
do
the
it.
last
He's
album.
not.
I just wish there were more female rappers that were actually.
There
like,
are.
That's
You
why I
gotta
said I
listen
want
to the
a Lord
underground.
No,
female
because
rapper.
I listen to underground. Like Lex Luger is my favorite rapper of, and like out of anybody, I will take Lex Luger over Kendrick, and I know that's saying a lot because like Lex Luger, she from LA.
Okay.
She's hard as fuck. Like
Yeah.
this bitch's bars are hard, bro. Like they are so good, and she speaks about. I mean, she even spoke about like Colin Kaepernick in one of her songs, like
Yeah.
taking a knee and
So-
shit for the community. Like she cool.
So I mean, with women,
But I
I
wish
know
they
it's
would
kind of
pop
hard.
off more,
With
you
women,
know?
it's kind of hard to come into their game unless if you're not talking about sucking dick or taking the nigga money.
Exactly. That's
Or-
that's
I
why.
I mean, because that's what is.
And that's why I fuck with Lex, because she
Yeah, that's
rapped
what's
like Nicki
appealing,
did in
though.
the last
Yeah.
one, because Nicki said, you know, like,
That's what's
what,
appealing.
Young Thug stealing her dresses or
But
something.
at the same time though, like let's just go ahead and be 100 though. Like that whole song, she did say like, with the whole Barbie dreams that she was dreaming about fucking these niggas. Bro.
Yeah, I mean that's
Like,
niggas in
but
there.
that's even played off of like we're talking about all that shit that she was saying, bro. She played off of fucking all of these niggas.
And you know, when you think about it, Kendrick and Cole does the same shit. I'ma fuck these bitches. They just say it in more clever ways.
But
I mean,
and that's the fact that's what I like about these type artists. That's what I liked about a Pac. You're not
The
gonna
cleverness.
get one side of Pac.
Exactly.
You're gonna get a board of artists. You're gonna
Yeah.
get a board. You know what I mean? You're gonna get every side of Kendrick. You're gonna get every side of Cole.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hear every song. You got this kind of car. You got this, and you're taking this kind of drug.
I feel you on that.
but it's like
I want to hear. Talk about where you come from. Let me hear that.
See, and that's why I
Talk
say
about
that you
this.
have to take that away from Travis, bro, because legit Travis just does it in a very creative way, but you're still talking about this kind of car that you're driving, this drug that you're taking, bro,
watch.
But-
and this party that you
But
went to.
think about this with Travis too. He does
the
it
Kardashians
when he create his visuals. They all have meanings.
I
When
think Travis is more of a sonic artist.
he's a sonic
I
artist,
agree.
but he
'Cause
puts
that's
it.
what I mean.
He puts his culture into his
Yeah,
music
that's what
at the same time.
There's like the different. You gonna get a different.
So wait.
So
we're-
you're telling
we're
me there's
sitting
no
here
difference
saying
between
that,
Lil
like,
Xan and
that's what I'm
Travis Scott? Is that what you're
No.
saying?
before we
It's
over.
not, bro. It's really not.
That's
the
crazy.
only difference is that like
That's crazy to
it's
me.
not. Literally, there is no difference in between them. They literally rap about like literally the same shit.
No.
The only difference is that Travis does it better.
It's not even that. It's that Travis lives his life. Xan is living the life, but he's not putting effort into his music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Travis put his effort into the music, and he spread love, and he put it where he from. You know what I'm saying?
And
he's
also, I don't
still
believe
doing all
half
them
of these,
drugs
but
and
half,
shit,
but
too.
half
Yes,
these
but that's a
little
part
kids
of his
that talk about
culture. So
rapping
you
about drugs
saying,
and shit, I don't believe they're doing them as hard.
what's
You
the
know?
niggas' names? The
They
legends.
talk. They
Shout-
talk
Nah, I do
about
think
how they
these
do
young
them
niggas
every
UGK.
day.
drugs like that.
They do
UGK.
Well, I
so
mean,
bad.
Boom Game is on the
What about
he's on
UGK?
death row right
No,
now.
you got-
Wait,
yeah,
but
360
but the
no.
thing with UGK
Who said they
is,
just died?
bro,
Lil Xan?
they
Lil Xan
weren't
just died.
rapping
No, who said
about
they
like
died?
straight
Did-
like
Pete?
drugs. They weren't sitting
Yeah.
here rapping
Yeah,
about doing
Lil Xan.
cocaine the way that fucking Travis Scott is, bro.
Travis Scott is not promoting
But see,
cocaine.
back then,
He's
too,
talking
back
about
then,
niggas
too, they was talking
around
about
him.
selling it
Oh,
a lot more too.
whoa.
These niggas talk about abusing it.
Fucking Travis Scott talks about doing cocaine all the time.
Bro, he's not saying he himself is
True.
taking
No,
it.
he didn't say.
True.
He didn't say.
Whoa. Travis Scott does not talk about himself doing cocaine.
I need some lyrics that say he did it.
This
I'ma
nigga
look
made
it up.
a song called White Cover saying "Lost in My Fucking Hand." What the fuck is Biebs in the
So-
trap, bro?
so-
what is fucking what is that? He got a
So this
song
nigga
on
said-
Astroworld
so he-
where
so he
fucking
said-
he was doing booger sugar.
Okay.
Got her on that boogie.
I give him that. I ain't hear that.
I'm just saying, bro.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Look, back then, a lot of more people was talking about selling drugs. That's part of like hustle.
Yeah.
These niggas
Travis talk about
abusing
doing
drugs.
Alright,
it.
Yeah,
so-
all right. I feel,
So
I
let's
feel you.
so let's
UGK
go
was
to
the only drug that you
um,
can say UGK said that they did, bro, was sip lean, bro, and fucking smoke weed.
True.
we'll have to go back.
I
and
heard
listen
them
to
say
it.
they sold
But
a lot
like,
of
yo,
coke.
let's go to.
Hey.
Let's go
What
to,
motherfucking, Pimp C said it best. Young ass niggas 22 was talking about they return coming off there selling that coke, bro.
Yeah. Let's go to let's go to what the culture means to us. I think we almost done. But
Shit.
so I mean, who want to start off? I mean,
So what you mean
I,
what the culture mean to us?
I mean, what does it do for you nowadays? Because the word culture, I mean, it's been around for years, but now we're just now using it into a sense,
I think
like heavily, as far as like what hip hop and what not just hip hop, but as far as entertainment, you got the black TV shows, you got the black social
Like, as a
media,
black
What
community.
I'm
black
See,
community.
I
Like,
think
what is it?
your culture is different from mine, or matter of fact, ours, bro. Because
Explain.
Like,
Drop it.
all right. So with that being said, I think your culture, I'm just gonna assume that both of y'all from Atlanta, right? Born and raised.
No,
Nah.
No.
Love Mount.
Okay.
like,
So
I'm from Memphis.
I'm from the same part.
all
I'm
right.
from.
Okay. So like y'all being
Yeah.
from Memphis,
Yeah, he
right?
Midwest too.
All right.
Just lean
Look.
that bitch up.
So
Hey.
so.
Because you tall.
My bad. So us being from St. Louis, this is what I'm gonna say. Like our culture is different from like your culture.
Right.
So you growing up in Memphis, y'all had 3-6 Mafia. Y'all had like you know
Bless
what I'm
him.
saying, Young Dolph,
Gotti.
all of these people, Yo Gotti, all of them, right? Us growing up in St. Louis with our culture and everything, fucking, I can sit here and say Air Force Ones is a part of my culture, bro. That was one of the most popular things growing up for me as a kid.
That was probably
What
my
is-
culture
Nelly,
too, but yeah, but I get it.
Nelly
Yeah.
is a part of my fucking culture, bro.
I agree.
Chingy is a part of my culture.
Okay.
Jaquan is a part of my culture,
Okay.
bro. Fucking the Arch, fucking the Cardinals, Blues, all that
Right.
stuff, that plays a part into like my culture. And that's why like our music will sound differently than like you guys' music.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that
Sorry, y'all
like
don't hear it yet.
newer things and like newer days and age do not play into that, and like popularity doesn't play into that. I will give you that all day. But like coming from where I come from, growing up, how I grew up, bro, like my culture is gonna separate. It's like yours is like shit, like the Atlanta culture. You feel me? With like the Migos and like they shit, bro. Like they
Right,
shit
yeah.
is gonna be
Migos are
different
gods
than
out
like
here.
you know what I'm saying. They
Holy
gods
shit.
out here, bro.
Yeah.
Like that would be different than like me and him making a fucking like mixtape and putting that shit out.
Yeah.
That would be legit St. Louis,
Right. Yeah.
right in the palm of your hands, bro. Like that would.
That's-
you know what I'm saying.
But
Like,
what-
that's-
what I gotta
because
say-
it's gonna
That's
Hold
crazy
up.
because
based
that's
off
how
where you
Memphis
from.
is. Like with Gotti, like Gotti is a god.
Yeah.
When you walk through the city,
Really?
like whenever, yeah. Because for years, I'm older now. For years, we didn't have anybody.
Besides what, like
besides-
3-6 Mafia and all that.
Besides 3-6 and
Project Pat.
3-6.
See, besides
Three
me,
Six
Besides
Mafia
Gotti,
is so good.
Yeah, but hold on.
I
I'm the
But
only one
besides
where I'm
3-6,
from.
yeah. But hold
I
on.
have
So
a
hold
whole
on.
lane.
Before, after 3-6, right? I mean, you know, we had the small snippets. We had Lil White. I don't know if y'all heard of him. We had, you know, Gotti. That was it for years, bro. We
Dolph?
just.
Dolph, fucking.
That's it. I mean, Dolph came later. Dolph came like
yeah,
2011, 2012. But Gotti was holding us down, bro, for like.
What about like
6
Project Pat and all them?
I mean, well, Project Platinum, they was in and out. They got older.
Okay, yeah.
But as
you're
far
right,
as
you're
the
right,
young
you're right.
crowd, when at that time it was just Gotti.
Yeah.
Starlito.
Starlito's from
Yo,
Nashville.
like,
Starlito's
look,
from
we
Nashville.
still
got the
got it.
Lunatics,
Yeah.
Chingy, Jaquan, Jibs.
Yeah, that's what I'm
and
saying.
all
So
them,
it's,
bro.
I get what you're saying as far as the culture for you, and I think that. But what it does, I think it did spread out because
It did.
Nelly was a part of my culture too.
Yeah.
St. Louis and Memphis 4 hours away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and
And
Nelly
we
was,
fuck with Yo Gotti.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
we do.
Nelly was
We do.
big down there,
do.
bro. Like I remember just like listening to certain songs, like Country Grandma Sister. She played it over and over
That's one
and
of my favorite music videos.
over and over again. Tip drill. Goddamn.
Yeah.
You,
That
you know what I'm
was
saying?
crack.
But I'm saying like Murphy Lee, even Murphy Lee. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Really my
saying?
favorite
Just
Saint Lunatic.
so I mean, what's that? Pretty Willie. Yeah, Pretty Willie from there, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Pretty Willie. You know what I'm saying?
So it's fucking Akon.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So like the culture kind of travels sometimes. Same thing with Atlanta. I think Atlanta culture travels to mostly the South right quick,
True.
and then it spreads out. It blows up. It's the same thing, and I think that's a good thing with music down south.
But-
It doesn't just touch one state. It touches.
What I like, what I was saying about the subject, we could talk about culture everywhere has its own culture. That's why you go to DC, and all that. You got that go-go. They got that go-go culture where
Yeah.
go from.
Which I don't
You go to
understand, but I'm
Louisiana
trying.
and them, they got their own slang. They got the bounce music. You go to Cali, they got their own. Everywhere, every
Right.
state, every place has its own culture.
Yeah.
So besides like where I'm from,
Indiana got
I
nothing, bro.
developed
I'm
from
telling
everything.
you what.
For real?
Indiana got nothing.
Y'all don't latch on to Illinois?
You know what Indiana listened to?
What?
Okay, well, yeah, Kanye because everybody listened to Kanye.
Yeah.
Chance because everybody listened to Chance. We're 2
Right.
hours away from. You know who the fuck came out with a mixtape?
Who?
Who everybody listening to? I want to kill myself.
Who?
Fucking Victor Oladipo, man. People be bumping that
Hey, I
shit
heard
on
he
the
can
radio.
sing.
I want to
No,
die.
wait,
I
you
heard
serious?
His
Yeah, I
shit's
heard
so bad, bro. His
For-
lyrics are nothing.
I heard he
It's
can
shit.
sing, though.
He
He
can
can sing.
sing like a motherfucker, but it's still trash
Damn.
music.
This is
Damn,
me
Vic.
where
What-
I comes like smack.
Just because you
dab
can sing
middle
don't
of
mean
the
you can
map.
make good
So
music.
wait, where are you from, bro?
Kansas.
Oh,
I
yeah,
feel you.
yeah.
I got Take Nine out there?
Okay, hold on.
Take
No,
Nine.
I'm not saying
hey.
that Tech Nine is hard.
Straight
Tech
line.
Yeah,
Nine is hard, but
respect.
Tech Nine is not
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
I think Tech Nine is considered more Missouri Tech Nine, like Missouri.
Yeah.
So what
City.
type of hold on, but what type of culture would come out of Kansas? As far as like
You gonna get West Coast,
Because-
but you gonna get everything. You gonna get everything in one.
Yeah, that's true.
Cause it's
What-
like smack that. Cause it has nothing.
what's
Yeah.
original?
That has
Nothing.
nothing of its own.
It's
No.
Kansas.
So you gonna
Well,
get.
I'm asking.
So what you gonna get? You gonna get Boosie.
Yeah.
You gonna get Pop.
Yep.
Yep.
You gonna get some West Coast.
Yep.
Snoop Dogg.
You gonna get everything.
All that.
Yeah.
So it's like.
And then y'all right next to St. Louis, so
Yeah,
I know
so
you
it's
got
like-
all of like the
Yeah.
back way for
So
like us.
we heard Nelly, DMX, 50 Cent, etc.,
Yeah.
etc.
Now to answer
I
your
went to
question
school-
though, what the culture meant to me was I feel like it really it put a lot of people on, and what I mean by that is it made a lot of people who couldn't make money make money. You know what I'm saying? It put I feel like the culture nowadays is pushing like
Exploited.
yeah. I ain't gonna say it is, it is
it's
exploited to an extent, but
Everybody want a piece.
it is,
Yeah.
but it's easier
Yeah.
for everybody to make money. It's not no excuse nowadays, and that's what I
Yeah.
fuck with the
What I'm
culture
saying
now.
is like when I like what I fuck with culture. I like the fact that it was used as a way for our voice to be heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like
It was
that-
like our outlet when that's why I like the whole Ice Cube and NWA situation, like the whole shit, like it was our outlet. Not even saying music in general because it's comedy, it's acting, the Denzel Washingtons, the Richard Pryors.
Yeah, that.
It was a way of us telling our truth,
Yeah.
and then we've lost that telling our truth.
That's facts.
I think
And
we still
that's-
got it, but I think
Because
it's
it comes
minimized.
on commercial
No, I don't think it's
yeah.
minimized. I think it's passed down as not even like probably like a trickle of slavery. Like they don't want us to tell our truths.
yeah, and
But
that's true.
the culture
like,
comes from like worldwide. It comes from us.
And then
And, like,
what I hate
that's
about
what
that as
Darrea-
well is like what I always like say on some, and I'm not taking anything away from like anybody or like nothing like that, but like yo, like black people make culture for like the world.
And I will
And
completely
and
agree
that
with
is
that 100%.
literally like taken away from us
and
in
coming
every shape,
Because-
form, or
yeah,
fashion.
coming from
what I
somebody
mean-
that like grew up in the suburbs, right? Like, okay, I graduated with 23 black people my whole school. My whole school. I graduated with 3, one of who was my step cousin. 3. Darkest kid in the school was my step cousin. I love that kid. Anyway, like coming from that perspective, why I love rap is because it did give y'all a voice. Like it does give y'all a voice. Not did, like it does. Because like the oppression, the systematic oppression of black people through our judicial and like economic and social standpoint like is so overlooked, especially by like people in like the community that I grew up in, and like they act like that shit still don't happen today. Like I got cornered, best story I ever tell. He's heard this a billion times. We were in our house at 2 a.m. and I got up to go to the bathroom. I got cornered by 2 cops in Indiana, asking if I was being kidnapped by that man.
What?
I was like, the hell? No, I just need to pee. Will you let me go pee?
Well,
And
y'all was at a club or what?
No, at IHOP, bro.
IHOP at 2 a.m.
It was
That's the
after
type
the
shit
club.
Indiana be on, yeah. So like, for me, like I didn't start listening to rap until college, and I got really on because like I went to school on the border of West Virginia and Pennsylvania and Ohio, so I got on Ohio University #1 party school.
Oh shit.
But like I went in like those DC underground rappers, those Philly underground rappers, like these people that are really talking about like social change and like the way that they have been oppressed and shit. Like, that's what got me into rap. And like old school Chris Travis, I know he like big trap now, but like old school Chris Travis, like his shit he made in high school, like that's what like I started listening to and shit. And like that's what I think is so cool, is it gives especially black men like a way to make the type of money that white businessmen make. And stun on them.
Like,
you know, like that's what
what
I think is cool.
Exploiting. Like, you look at the people who run this. We don't.
Nope.
But we're being exploited. We don't
Yeah.
own.
I mean,
you have
it's the
certain
same
people,
thing in sports, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Culture in general, sports, like anything we do, we don't own it. We
But
don't
we
have
run it, though.
ownership.
Yeah.
We
but
don't.
it all comes from us. That's why I don't blame a little pump and all these kind of, because these are just niggas who come from nothing and happy to have something. Some of them. I'm not saying all of them. 'cause
And
some
all
of them
these
come
white
from
boys
something.
wearing joggers and Air Force Ones and all this shit. Why? Because of black people.
And that's what I'm saying. We don't get.
Like, hell no,
Like,
they would have
I
found it
wanna
on
see
Niggas
their
that.
wouldn't be
own.
wearing them little track pants with the
Hell
stripes if
no.
it wasn't for the Migos.
So
That's what I mean. Like that. That's the part I don't like. But what I do like about it is getting to that point where like people starting to. That's why I don't like the whole. I like the whole independent movement because we're starting to see. Okay, we don't need y'all now.
Y'all
Yeah.
definitely don't need us. Y'all were had
No, I'm
a
not
black
saying
man
like
as
white
president.
people. I'm not saying
Yeah.
white people.
No,
I'm saying,
you
I'm
should
saying, like,
say white people
I'm
shit.
saying like the industry and all the other kind of stuff.
man, let
That's
that
why
shit
I like the
Like-
topic, the Leor, the culture vulture shit. That's why I liked it.
That's
That
another-
because
yeah.
these are not people that's come from this, but they get in
they
money
step
and
in and
valuable
then they
and getting
understand.
set for life.
That's why everybody
off
was
this
scared
stuff.
when
Yeah,
Obama
yeah.
became president, because everybody still wants to systematically oppress the black. Like, that is literally why weed is illegal, is because like people have admitted they wanted to put black men in jail. What did black men do? Smoke weed.
And that's why my,
So-
one of my
so-
favorite
fuck?
Tupac lyrics, they got a war on
It's a
drugs
systematic
and
oppression.
et cetera. They got money for poor but can't feed them. Like, come on. That's what I liked about Tupac. I didn't care about the thug side of Tupac. Like, I did, but I like it. I liked
So
that shit. Like
before
Picture me rolling.
before we start going in, we go in. Cause I don't know. I think we kind of pretty far.
I think it
But I
was
wish
up.
I would. I wish I knew y'all was here. Ozzy
Shit,
didn't share.
We may be moving down.
Hey, it's wide
On some
open.
real
We didn't get
shit.
to our upcoming shit.
You know, it was a good 2 weeks for music. I think actually this year is actually doing pretty. It's beautiful. We got Nicki, we got Travis, we got Mac Miller, we got J.
Facts.
Cole, we got
YG.
It's
Drake.
probably the best year since about 2000.
He said
Yeah,
YG.
we
It's the
got
best year since
Do
about
not leave
2010,
Nipsey out of that.
no.
Or
2015 was
Spitter.
fire.
You
Or
gotta
Spitter.
throw-
13 was
you gotta
13
throw
fire? I
Spitter
think 13 was
in
fire.
there.
I think it was
I'm
the last
sorry.
year.
Currency always gotta be.
Spitter. Money Bag dropped too.
2013.
Oh, yeah.
2013 was fire.
We do not leave Nipsey or Spitter out.
Yeah, no. Nipsey or J Rock. We're not gonna leave them out. It was fire.
Spitter dropped like
I hope.
5.
As long as we
I
throw
think.
it,
I
didn't
think.
even care about
I think
Nipsey.
Nipsey's
Just
gonna.
put
I think
Spitter.
Nipsey might either Nipsey or J Rock's gonna win that Grammy. I'm hoping. I'm hoping if they give it. I hope
They gonna give it to Drake.
No, they
Yeah,
won't.
they gon'.
No, they won't.
They ain't gonna give it
No, they won't. They
They
gonna give it to
are,
Drake.
bro.
He's gonna be nominated. He's not gonna be on. He's not
They
gonna
might.
be.
The only
Cardi.
thing they might give it to Drake because that "In My Feelings" shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's gonna
And
get a
the
Grammy
fact
for that.
Like he went platinum.
He's getting a
before
Grammy for
he
In My
dropped.
Feelings.
But see,
I'm
that's what
gonna say it
saying.
right now.
The genius behind his shit, like it's set up, whether they knew it or not. He
It was
dropped
set up
when
Well,
the
he didn't-
metric. He dropped when the metric set up, so he was gonna be the first artist to do that. Period, because
Yeah.
he dropped when the metric changed.
Yeah, but it's. I mean, yeah.
So the
They know
streams
the
counted
game.
different.
So
Yeah.
So before we keep going, we're gonna end and
We gonna talk
appreciate everybody being here, having a good conversation. I wish I would have. Actually, no. I'm glad y'all didn't hear the conversation off the camera, because it got intense. But it was good. Though. It was good. It was
We a
needed.
few strong opinionated people
Yeah,
around
yeah.
here.
So I appreciate everybody coming through.
Please like and subscribe.
Hell yeah.
That too.
Follow.
I ain't gonna even say the name because we just gonna put it on the screen.
Like that.
So man,
At the
hey,
Dukes.
yo, that's it.
Oh yeah, and
Almost,
please.
almost doing the
leave-
old name.
Wait, what were you gonna say? My bad.
No, I was just gonna say, just leave y'all.
Hell yeah.
Leave y'all comments, questions. You know what I'm saying at the bottom. Please, we would love to hear y'all input on all of the topics that we talk about each
Or
video.
new topics that should be talked about, yo.
Hell
you can
yeah.
always throw out new
Yeah,
ideas. That'll be
Yeah, true.
fantastic.
Hell yeah.
True. That's it. I mean, you got something?
Then we're gonna talk about up and coming shit.
You want to talk about that?
That shit. I don't
Or
know.
you want to wait till
He go
next?
first. He dropping first.
Who dropping? Planet
yeah.
Steez is
Planet C's gonna be fire.
Yeah, Planet Steez 2 coming September 5th. Please
about?
be ready.
What is that about?
Shoot, okay. I mean, I could talk.
Hey, please don't go over 2 minutes.
Okay, so I'm gonna basically sum it up before. All right, so basically, Steez 2 is basically a continuation of 1. Basically, it's me getting my heart broken, or you know what I'm saying, Ozzy. But anyways, it's basically the 2 sides of a breakup.
You in a full-blown relationship. Who broke your heart?
Listen, hey, don't put my business out here like that.
Don't
You know what
worry
I'm saying?
about it.
I have
don't,
many-
don't even worry about it, bro. I know.
Planet Steez coming, so
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready
He
for
says
it.
I
Hate
have
on
many
you, you
layers.
gonna shine.
I'm like an onion, like Shrek.
What you
I
got?
I'm in your corner.
What you got? How they say this? Darrea?
Yeah. Bloom.
Bloom. What's Bloom about?
Basically, I mapped out a complete series for the next 50 years.
Oh, here's
2
So the
minutes.
moments of clarity shit was me. The first project, the moments of clarity shit was me realizing hella shit and becoming aware of that shit.
I still ain't got my split sheet from that.
And then the prelude, which dropped like last week or some shit like
Yeah.
that. The
It's like a
prelude,
week. Yeah.
Please check
Basically,
that
what
on
the
SoundCloud now.
basically what the word prelude means is something in a way for something more important to come. That's why I dropped the prelude, which was like songs done in the night, which was something more important coming was Bloom. And Bloom was me saying, I started planting seeds, and y'all finna see that the seeds grew. Basically.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah,
fuck with that.
we appreciate y'all watching. Y'all go check out these projects. I already missed Insecure, so I have to go catch the HBO rewind, and I hope to avoid Twitter spoilers. But we'll go see y'all again, man. All right, we out.
All right, peace, everybody. Man.
Better hope
One
it's not, 'cause
love.
I think we probably went back to
One life.
Yeah, we got 3 hours on